Good. Wait. Fuck.
Oh, hey. Welcome to the Cleveland Moto Podcast.
Hey, guys. Welcome to the Cleveland Moto Podcast. Light 'em up, boys. Episode number 542.
I can't even count that high.
Oh, my God. Who's in the house with us today? To my left.
Dan Kromke.
To his left.
Steve Sleepy.
And to his left.
Johnny, future's so bright, I gotta wear shades, Mac.
To his left.
Speedy Pete.
And around the corner.
Shanky Smith.
And behind the bar today.
Tom Pennington.
Man, the lighting on Tom back there looks warm and cozy.
People can actually see me.
I worked on it a little bit.
Oh, that's pretty snazzy, man.
Yeah.
I took somebody's lemon shandy, so whoever that was that put those in there, I appreciate it.
I was going to say the whole fridge is full
Thank
of
you
them,
very
so-
much. I am always a fan of a lemon shandy, especially when there's a chance of spring in the air or snow for the next 4 days.
There's 4 different flavors in there.
I noticed that. Yeah, it's a lot of shandies.
Well,
Holy
let's
moly.
go back to the disappointment that 2 days ago it was 74 and we were all riding motorcycles, and then today it's 30.
Again.
And one of us were riding motorcycles.
Yeah,
That's right.
The only bike in the driveway.
No.
No, that's true. That's right. Tom
rode
drove to
today,
work
too.
today. Yeah, Tom commuted like
Sun's out, fun's out.
1 minute, 30 seconds from here to the shop.
If I get caught by the stoplight, it's another extra 2.
Oh yeah, I'm sure when you see that light change, you're like, oh crap, doubled my commute. Yeah, it is back. We're back in the icebox again. That is exactly where we are. It's mighty cold down there. It is one of those things where I talked to our Moto Marini rep. So you guys that got a chance to meet Cody when we were out west. Talked to him and he goes, oh man, he goes, it's over 90 degrees here on the West Coast. We're having a heat wave. And I said, I don't know if I can hear about that. Yeah, not at all interested in that statement. One little bit. Yeah, super, super not exciting to hear about your stupid heat wave. So it's been bonkers. I was telling the guys just a minute ago, the number of people that have called up and want their bikes out of winter storage, but they are pulling the Veruca Salt. But I want my bike back now. Everybody wants their Oompa Loompa and they want their Oompa Loompa immediately. I'm like, give me a second, man. Like, we want to bring the bikes in from the warehouse, check, make sure everything's good to go, and we're not going to send you out on something with flat tires or whatever. And I'm pretty sure that the people that called this week think that I run a motorcycle vending machine, and I can just press B7 and the bike will just show up out there. So.
We got a bug crew in the old chat over
Oh, we got a big crew?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Hey, guys in the chat. Welcome to Cleveland Moto.
Yeah, we're pushing 18 now.
Goodness gracious, that's a lot of people in the
I can
chat.
see everybody out there.
My God,
Look at
yes.
Yeah.
Miss Sally's got her romper stomper bumper boo. I'm going to tell you guys that this time of the year, though, I made the mistake the other night to go to an event we have in Cleveland called My Thai Mayhem. And I had just taken in on trade a BMW R1200 RT, 2016 model year, with every available button connected to something. When I was a kid, we had shitty cars. There were buttons on the dash that weren't hooked to anything. Or there were places where buttons should be, right? And that was the sign of poverty, was the more blank spaces you had on your dashboard for features your dad didn't pay for. Now, this particular motorcycle... No, every single place there's a space for a button, there's a button that does a thing, and it does them all. John took it out for a ride. What did you think of that fucking beast?
It was fantastic. I love that thing.
It's a very comfortable motorcycle.
It's super comfortable, and I spend a lot of time just trying to figure out all the controls and all the doodads and everything it does. Excellent sound system.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm like, but it took me a while before I figured out how to turn it up and down. I'm like, okay, there's a wheel and a toggle and a button and there's so much stuff and then it runs great. I mean, it was just fun to ride.
He accidentally made a cappuccino.
You can, right?
For a bike that size, it was like, this is easy to ride.
I'm glad you like
power.
it because it looks like you're about to do a rant in a pickup truck.
Sleepy, if Sleepy wants to throw it up, this is a picture of the bike I got. The one that I got actually has the BMW top case as well. It's funny that there's a button on the dashboard. You press the button and it locks your cases.
It looks like an angry eagle.
It does look like an angry eagle. Yeah, and that windshield, when you put the windshield in the up position, it's over your head. It's the tallest windshield.
It's electric too. I mean, it's
Boogie.
like,
Where's Sean O'Hara when we need him?
No, I got to get an eagle screech on this bitch.
Yeah, you do.
Hey, I was told just this week I would be paid many dollars to break that thing.
Well, isn't that the German coat of arms, the Angry Eagle?
Yes, it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
this machine. So the day that I got it, before I even wrote it, John wrote it. So the guy had handed me the keys. I went out. I turned the dashboard on. I started the motor to make sure it wasn't making loud, angry BMW noises. And then I was like, okay, great. We did the deal. It was a busy day around the old shop. So John had taken it out. John said it was okay. That seems like a good idea. I closed the shop down, threw the last customer out an hour after we technically closed, right? And so it was 7:15 or something. And I was like, look at that giant Garmin screen right in front, right in the middle of the dashboard. BMW built it into the dashboard, this Garmin Zumo screen. Super cool. And BMW branding on the side of it. Very nice. Do you know what that Garmin couldn't find? Comfort Inn in Richfield. I tried typing it in. I even tried typing it in by the numerical address.
That's because BMW people don't stay at Comfort
I was
Inn.
gonna say maybe it's blocked. It's firewalled.
Oh, fucking hilarious, man.
We are sorry, they cannot afford the BMW, therefore Comfort Inn is out.
I was so frustrated because all I wanted to do was press the go button and magically arrive at my destination 45 minutes later under the, in the salubrious confines of a BMW sport touring motorcycle. Instead, I'm Googling on a device what the numeric address is for the Comfort Inn in Richfield, Ohio, the Holodome. I get the numeric address. Now I have to type it in on a graphic user's interface that is literally the alphabet is across 3 different screens.
Great.
Oh, it was great. All right.
It's almost as good as a Roku remote.
Yeah,
It says,
so-
please enter your email address. And you
Oh,
wanna punch
I would have
somebody.
killed for T9 text at this point. My fingers still remember how to do that.
Yes.
But I punch in the address numerically, and it goes, no, I'll just get you to Rockside Road or whatever the fuck it's on, right? Brecksville Road. I'll just get you to Brecksville Road. Well, Brecksville Road is a long cocksucker. Like, there's a lot of Brecksville Road. So I'm like, no, I need to be at the right spot on Brecksville Road because it's danger close to where the 80, the turnpike entrance is. And I know that, like, you can go past the turnpike entrance, but getting on the turnpike entrance is scary because you're like, oh, well, now you're on the fucking turnpike. Good luck, next 10 miles to turn around and unfuck that deal.
Yeah, it costs you $5 to go down.
Plus, it's a $5 mistake.
turn around and $5 to come back.
So I was like, okay. So I'm sitting here like a chode programming this thing in. So eventually I was like, oh, screw it. You know where the damn Coliseum is. You've been there 1,000 times. You know how to get there. So I just hauled ass. Well, the roads in Cleveland are still full salt. Like, and when I say full salt, I mean they're not full of salt. They're just potholes are next to potholes inside of other potholes. Yep. They haven't had a chance to fix them yet.
Every frost heave, every joint has been heaved up.
Oh, it's been so bad.
Giddy.
And so you're driving like you're in a war zone trying to avoid IEDs, because at any 1 minute you've blown out 2 rims and 2 tires and you're done on the side of the road. So I was trying to be careful on the way out. And I arrived on site at 8 p.m. And I don't know if you guys have ever been to a big tiki party before at a hotel, but the deal is that everybody's rooms have Chris would get a room, and Chris's room would be the Shanky's Whip themed room, and everything in the room would be Shanky's Whip themed. And it's like a key party, but no sex. You just go from room to room to room to room, trying everybody's room. Well, that's cool, except for when you get there at 8 o'clock and the rooms haven't started yet, and the actual bar, what for getting the booze in your face, closed at 6 p.m. I'm like, this is horrible planning.
Well, who set this up?
I'm going to die of thirst at a tiki event. So eventually the rooms opened up, and that was great. I don't know exactly what happened, if I fell in the pool or what, but at 3 o'clock in the morning, I decided it was a good idea to leave. Keep in mind, I left the shop at 70 degrees and sunshine. I yelled at Renee before I left, hey, what time is it going to start raining? Because I knew we were supposed to get some rain overnight. She goes, it's not going to rain until 3 o'clock. You're good. Coincidentally, it was 3 o'clock before I felt like it was a good time to ride out of the Richfield Holiday Inn for an hour. So I stepped outside and it was raining sideways. I pulled the bike under their little valet drop-off awning thing, pulled up, got my helmet situation. Oh, yeah, but should I mention I was wearing a Chinese disposable 3/4 helmet? Oops. I should. I should also mention at the point I'm wearing a perforated jacket.
Oops.
Nice.
And blue jeans.
Did you mention whether they had rooms available?
They did. And I was like, nah, seems like a good time to find out what this bike's all about. And I did. And I rode home, heat on the grips set to medium. I couldn't take it any hotter.
You probably didn't get one drop of water.
And I was wearing gloves.
Yeah.
I was wearing thin gloves. I set the ass warmer to low.
Yeah, it had heated everything.
It heated everything. It was delightful. Almost no water made it to my body as long as I didn't slow below 60 miles an hour, which the BMW was all too happy to set the cruise control at 85. I went past 2 state troopers who didn't even think I was there. They were convinced I was an illusion, a mirage.
Maybe they thought you were a motor officer.
Ooh, I didn't think about that,
not only
but
that,
it does have the look.
I can't imagine. So like my Africa Twin, any of the other adventure bikes I've had, you can like tuck on that and not get wet. That's like plus 50%.
Oh, I was sitting upright, bowled upright, not feeling a moment of stress, and did not get a molecule of rain on me until I got off the exit ramp at my house an hour later. So I rode an hour in the rain between 75 and 90 miles an hour. Nothing wrong at all. And I will say that whatever brand of tires these are, in their 90% worn out status, are delightful in the rain.
Huh.
Shockingly good in the rain.
A few people asked in the comments what bike we're talking about, so check your screen.
BMW RT, well, it's R1200 RT is the trade name for it. Look it up. It's a 2016. And it has all the fucking buttons. And this is a boxer motor. This is the oil head motor. Tom, what did you call it? A hex head?
Oh, I think it's a hex head, right?
Hex head, hex head. Yeah, it's hex head. So it's a hex head motor. And yeah, everything about it was just
Super
fine.
clean, too.
It's got 20,000 miles on it. You wouldn't know by
Not a
looking at it.
scratch on it.
It's new. It is like
for
brand new.
that BMW?
Yeah.
Shit. How many? What the people that came to Mid-Ohio last year, their bikes had like a...
Liza said she's taking an around the country journey. She'd been auditioning some different bikes to do that on. And I immediately messaged her and said, look, I will sell you this bike for $5,500. And it has everything, right? Mates rates, best deal I can give a friend, $5,500. And she says, oh no, Wendy Crockett would kill her if she got a BMW. And I'm like, well, this one's got 20,000 miles on it. I think it's got 60,000 miles left in it. Real easy. Yeah. I don't think it's going to trouble anybody.
It didn't sound like it. It sounded
no,
perfect. There was no clunks.
You got to put that up on a forum where there's foreigners. Well, not currently, but like if there's foreigners coming to ride, that would be, dude, that would sell in 5 minutes.
It's an easy bike to sell.
That's cheaper than renting one to do a world trip.
Yeah, it really is.
Around the country.
If you wanted to ride around the country and have a motorcycle that would do the job great with no complaints whatsoever, give you a great experience, and then sell it when you're done with the trip, I'm going to say I found your bike. Found your bike. It's
why the guy
fucking
traded
perfect.
in?
He was downsizing. So he downsized himself. It's just this, at his age, this is a lot of weight. At his age, this is a heavy, heavy bike. So cool. That's great. He got a Vespa, so he went, a lot of our buyers, a lot of the people that trade in these big Luxoliner bikes, they're getting a Vespa 300. They're getting a Vespa 300 because it goes 85 miles an hour. They want the reliability. They want the style. They want that experience. But their hips have said they're not getting on motorcycles anymore. Or their doctors said they're not getting on motorcycles anymore. And yeah, I mean, we're talking about how great this bike is, but it is still, 700 pounds of motorcycle. So a Vespa is, punching 325 pounds. It's going to be a lot easier to push back in the garage. So, yep, that's what he did.
So new bike week, speaking of new bikes and
Yeah.
stuff. So after me and John had our new bike spectacular last week.
Yeah, you did.
John called me on Friday and said, hey, that dude with the 52 miles on the odometer, Ninja 250 said he'd take $900. I said, giddy up.
Wow.
And so Amy's been looking for a bike because like the TNT 135 is great. She knows how to ride it.
She's
but
riding
out
it,
where we live is not the best bike.
Absolutely.
Because the roads are 60 and it's crazy.
Yeah.
So we went and sure enough, bikes there. It needs a little love here and there and it needs some carb fuckulation and stuff.
Yeah.
But then the best part is like, how does this thing have 52 miles? So John,
Well, so then he admits that this came from Ohio Technical College. That when he got it, it only had 12 miles on it. So if you'll recall, when I bought mine, Johnny Chrome piped up and said, "Oh yeah, back when I was at the tech school, there were like 20 or 30 of those bikes there." So this bike, in some way, somehow, has been taken apart and put back together 1,000,000 times.
But here's the thing.
So
looking over the engine, it doesn't look like that's what they took apart.
That was the first thing I looked at.
That's the part they left together.
Yeah.
The first thing I looked at was the engine, and I'm like, that doesn't look like that's ever been apart, or it's certainly not been apart and put back together 1,000,000 times.
Right.
And I was like, I don't know. Okay.
But
And he said he rode it for 40 some miles, and then something happened. It was the tank was leaking gas, and then he had to park it because somebody ran one of the bolts.
just like John's.
Yeah.
Which I already got the stuff to fix.
Every single Ninja. They're like, I lost track of which M6 bolt goes in the hole.
Well, it's the spacers. I think they lose the metal spacer thing, and then they just run it all the way in, and it goes right through the tank.
It's the screw right at the very top. Because if you get the slightly too long one, because there's two different styles, two different sizes, like at the front and the back of the tank.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you swap them up, right to the tank.
Well, that's what had happened to mine, and that's what happened on both sides on yours, I think.
Yeah.
Kawasaki would do well to make the bolts
did.
all the same length.
Well, they changed that
and they would
whole-
be short.
They changed that whole operation with the next version. But here's where I fucked myself.
Okay.
If this thing somehow doesn't fix itself with me and doing whatever, Amy's going to be really disappointed, and then I have to get her another bike.
Yeah.
Because she's super pumped. She signed up for the MSF course and the whole thing, and like,
Nice.
she's all excited about it. So I'm like, now I'm under the gun. All my other projects have to get pushed. I got to get this fucking thing done.
Yeah, you do.
And for some reason, if it doesn't work, start looking for a 250 bike, Phil, because I'm fucked.
I had a long conversation with Johnny Chrome about those bikes, and he said it depended on what module it was in, because like they had a module that was suspension. So it was a Ninja 250 sitting there, and they just took the front end off. They took the shocks off. They never touched the rest of the bike.
Okay.
So if you get lucky and you got one of those, you're fine.
Well, that's the thing.
As long as you weren't in the engine class, then that was like every 2 weeks the engine was torn apart and put back together.
Well, I can't. So I gave it a pretty good eyeball, right? And like John said, like, you would see wear on the bolts, especially the head bolts and things like that. They all look great.
Right.
I went down the chain, the transmission, everything. That all looks like it hasn't been fuckered with.
Okay. Yeah, that's
The only
great.
thing I saw was a couple of wires hanging, but then John has the same fucking wires hanging on his.
Okay, yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know if it was a spare one or I'm going to get in there and find out that they just put new bolts in it and they really fucked it up. I don't know. We're going to find out.
We'll find out. Yeah, that's
Maybe it was in the tire module. They just aired up the tires and deflated them.
You don't really know. It could have been. It could have been on the carburetor. It could have been on the fuel side where they just
for real.
took the fuel tank off, took the carbs out, rebuilt the carbs, put the carbs back on it like a million times.
And that's the
Ran a
thing.
bolt
So when
through
the
the
guy
tank.
said that it wasn't running properly, so he gave me a bunch of carbs, right? So I
Okay.
gave one of the sets to John because it looked brand new. And he was like, yeah, the dude, they were adjusted all the air fuel
The set that
mixture.
I had, the air fuel mixtures were screwed all the way in because I looked inside the carb and I saw the tips of the needles sticking up. I'm like, because I was showing Piper how to clean carbs, and I was like, yeah, that's not right. And I looked and I'm like, yeah, sure, they're bottomed out, so you back them out, and they're not. They were just a little tip sticking up, but these were like, man. So maybe he put carbs on and didn't actually adjust them right or anything. I don't know.
So we're going to find out.
If we're lucky.
I've spent $900 on much worse things. And it has a title.
Yeah.
So, you
Oh,
know,
yeah.
So, I mean, it's not like I lost money, even if it sucks, or that much money.
So between you and John, you got $1,000 invested in two Ninja 250s with
Yes.
titles.
With titles.
And then
Can't
the
go wrong.
best part, allegedly, there's, when you're at a corporate job, you can accidentally print manuals. I just went to print one page and somehow
then
two full manuals popped out.
It was crazy the way that happened.
It was.
Yeah.
I was going for
weird.
page 3, and then 265 pages
Well,
times
I mean,
2 came out. It was nuts.
I blame AI.
I do too.
I told him, don't you dare recycle that at second.
Yeah,
man.
no, you
I
can't
know
do
a guy
it.
could probably
throw it
use
away.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. Right,
I
at
totally,
that point.
yeah.
No, a mistake was made. You just keep it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
I have been
totally
through. I went through my carburetors, put them on. Seemed like it kind of ran good on the lift. Tried to take it for a ride. Actually, almost running like it's like on one cylinder.
Oh,
I'm
weird.
like, ooh, ouch.
Yeah.
Okay, I made it around the block. I made it back in the garage. Then I swapped on the other carbs, put them on. Pretty much the same thing.
Is
I
it?
mean, I didn't actually try to ride it, and I'm thinking it's electrical.
Yeah. Did you swap out the sparkulators?
I haven't done anything like I'm shifting gears. I cleaned carbs. They look great. They didn't look bad to begin with.
Right.
I threw a different set of carbs that were new.
Yeah.
And they didn't, you know what I mean? Like, and it's like
That's what you do.
Like when I was riding and I tried to add a little choke to it and it didn't make it light up, which tells me it's like a spark issue.
Yeah. That's where you're at with that one. Yeah, that's good.
So I ordered a set of coils, and then I found, I might order a CDI, $40 used.
Yeah,
hopefully it's good. The guy says it's great.
Good.
Oh, I have a question for you.
Yeah, fire away.
Besides having to get straight from Kawasaki, is there any good place to get those little grommets that like plastic plugs, like they're kind of like the standard size kind of oblong grommet? I can get the round ones, but I'm looking for the oblong ones.
I don't know, but
for like side panels is what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Right. Bodywork grommets.
I mean, just look at, do EX250 rubber grommets.
Yeah, exactly.
It's hard to find. I haven't been able to find a lot of like parts like that.
There's going to be someone on Amazon's going
The
to
bike was made from 1988 to 2007.
Well, that rubber grommet is used on every known Japanese motorcycle
if you
for
just
40
do
years.
Kawasaki rubber grommet.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I mean, like you'll.
Yeah. I kind of thought that through a little more.
But getting one for me because I'm missing one too.
Okay.
But I did order the kit. I ordered a kit that has the metal spacers that are supposed to go in the.
Sleepy, I found a set of them for. It appears that there's 12 in the set for $5.99.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Yeah, that was really I had to work hard on that. I had to type in side cover grommet rubber oval.
I missed the side cover. I didn't even think about putting side cover. I'm an idiot. All right.
Yeah, so that's on Amazon. That's available for consumption.
Put it in the cart.
Put it in the cart. Put it in the cart. Yep. There's little ones and there's big ones. That's interesting. I did not know that.
Would you like to save money? No, I need those fuckers tomorrow.
Right.
Can I
get them yesterday?
And get them, yeah.
That was it.
How fast?
It is Prime tomorrow, so we're good to go. Yep. So whatever that is, that they're not that expensive.
Good.
So that's cool.
Good.
Yep. So that's kind of cool. That's it. That's
well, it was a fun thing. Like that. Like hunting a bike is always fun.
God, yes.
Like you had fun, right? That was a fun time.
Yeah, there was a lot of banter back and forth in the driveway. And
oh, really?
You got to edit. Well, it was like, the husband and wife team coming to pick up the bike.
Oh, yeah, it was pretty good. And then
Statler and Waldorf.
Get the trailer. Come on.
I know.
What are you gonna do?
And then I go to grab fucking some straps, and apparently I stashed some joints back there, so there's fucking weed flying everywhere.
Not shocking. But bad for the state patrol when they ask you to side of the road change the tire.
I keep it back there so they know I'm not, driving.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
That's an interesting.
But
that's an interesting approach.
It was fun.
Right.
It was a good time.
If I have the weed where the spare tire's stored, I couldn't possibly be driving while high.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, sir.
Cool.
Isn't that called plausible deniability?
That is literally evidence.
Well, I'm allowed to have
better
it.
than having like 6 roaches in your ashtray.
Right. Right. I would treat it like a loaded handgun. I'd have it in a locked box and
It was. It's in the it's in the tailgate in a locked box.
Right.
I have to open the
I get
tailgate.
it.
And then I didn't, because my straps are in the locked box too.
Hey, why don't you back off, Officer Waters?
Quit bumming me out, man.
Hey, man.
I got rights. I'm an American. I pay your salary.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Well, not for 20 years, you didn't.
That's true. It's a funny thing when you're dicking around with the old bikes because and all the rubber shit on half the bikes that come in is all dry rotted and cracked up and nasty anyway. It's lifespan on that stuff's gotten much shorter. Tom will tell you that we had a bike come in that's got like 500 miles on it. It's been in an indoor garage its whole life, and it's depositing the Exxon Valdez worth of oil on our shop floor right now. There is no getting around it. That's what's happening.
Ooh, we got a good question from the chat. I'm really tempted on a local 06 Honda Relix 250 with 12,000 miles for a G.
A Honda Helix.
Yes.
250.
That's basically
so it's a fashion 250.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fashion 250. So I can't quote you the date. Tom might be able to. But there was a time when Honda sold their tooling off to CF Moto because they were done with the Helix and they were bringing in the Reflex. And the Reflex was a significantly better vehicle. 12-inch wheels, better aerodynamics, didn't look like a fucking poorly chopped up piece of Wonder Bread. There was everything to like about the Reflex, and the Helix is long in the fucking tooth, right? And there was a letter writing campaign by every old man in the United States that said, you can't take away the greatest motorcycle Honda's ever built. And so Honda was like, well, we already sold the tooling to CF Moto, so go fuck your hat. Well, no, if you don't sell me I'm going to buy 14 new Helixes next year if you bring it back. And so Honda was like, well, it seems like
putting the toothpaste back in the tube again on the whole CF Moto deal's likely not going to happen. So let's just call those guys up in China and see how many they're willing to sell us that we can rebadge. And CF Moto said, oh, we'll rebadge them for you over here. And they did.
Wow.
And so you think, Tom, that would have been 2001?
No, it's a little bit. It's a little later. I think it's 08. So I think this is still going to be a Japanese one. I'd have to look it up because it's a real weird era right there.
I can tell you based on what color they are. So if it's burgundy color with metallic in the paint, that's a Japanese bike. If it's red like a shitty Santa Claus ornament, or yellow, or black, it's Chinese. Because China didn't spend any money on paint, and Honda loves spending money on paint. And so the China shit was like mostly molded in color. Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Now, the difference between the Fashion and the Helix is they actually use the proper Honda plastic on the Helix, and the Fashion was real brittle.
Yeah.
But I have one of the late build yellow ones, and it dropped it. Like as soon as I sold it, it dropped a valve, and I heard no end of shit.
Tom gets 1 million points. It was the 2008 model year.
And I just so happened to stumble into a yellow one and put the tank in and everything else and went through it.
Production, Honda Helix production in Japan ended in 2007.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Now, here's what I thought was hilarious about that story is when they came out, I'm going to just wild ass guess this, but I believe that the Honda Reflex for 2008 was a bike that was $48.99 or $42.99. And the Helixes up to that point had been like $32.99. So they said, okay, you want it that bad? We'll price it exactly the same as the Reflex. So not only was it not touched by Japanese hands, but they juiced the price up an extra $800 as a punishment for making them jump through the hoops anyway. So in that 2008 year, they came out and the Reflex and the Helix were the same exact price. One was made in China and was arguably the only way it could be worse than it was 1 year earlier. And the other one was fucking amazing, right? And every time somebody brings in one of those brittle fucking bikes, I'm always like, yeah, we're not working on that. We're just not. And, but it's a Helix. Everybody loves Helixes. Well, some of us know the deal.
Well, and the other problem, too, is it's still, at this point, 30-year-old Honda 250 scooter.
Yeah, it was.
Those didn't exactly have a large parts supply to start with.
They came out in 1986. Yeah. So considering that, that bike had been around, it had been kicking for 31 years, right? 31 years with virtually no changes. Yeah. Like they did a little wheel size change shift. That was it. Other than that, it was the same bike, which was the Elite 250, kind of stretched out. It wasn't the cutting edge by any standards. Ergonomically, drink to Tanuki. Yeah. People love to come into my shop and tell me it was the greatest bike ever built, and I just, put their feeding tube back in and send them back to the hospital.
There was that CH125 I posted on the group chat that has the pop-up headlight, $125, barn find.
That's a Elite Deluxe.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's when you see the pop-up headlight, Devo approves.
Yeah. It's kind of weird hearing people mispronounce Grand Dink 250.
Yes. Yeah, the Grand Dink was a Kimco. It was a totally different article.
I understand.
Totally different article.
The greatest scooter ever built.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just don't wave at anybody while you're riding it.
I would probably
it's the steepest steering head angle on the planet. If you did not give the handlebars 100% of your attention, it went into a death wobble in negative time. So the second you're like, okay, I'm riding this with one hand, I got this shit. This is no problem whatsoever. But then with the one hand on the bars, then go into a light decel, like just a steady state, and instantly it'll rip the handlebar out of your hands. I've ridden some bikes that were crashed and had wicked death wobbles. This bike was perfect from the factory and came with 2 free death wobbles. The first one that happens is when I tell you you're not allowed to wave at people with both hands, right? Both hands have to remain on the handlebars at all times. And the second one happens when they forget the first time and then they sell the bike and they'll never have the problem ever again.
Man, and you can do dumb shit. Like when I first got my MC700 back in the day, and I put every fucking thing that you could possibly put on it, and then
fully loaded it.
I farkled the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
And so I had the bags on. I was going with Mike. We were going out to Pennsylvania somewhere, and I actually had shit in them and everything.
Yeah, you're loaded.
And like the bike was always great, but I took my hand off the right-hand side, and I had the hand guards and everything.
Yeah.
It went from like, I'm happy to like, would you like to meet the pavement?
Yeah.
It was violent, man. All I had to I just had to gas the fuck out of it. Almost hit a car to go past him to get the thing to stop slapping. And fucking, it was terrible, dude.
And that's a perfect example of a motorcycle that loves to do it.
Yep.
Because when you put the boxes on, and then you have the aerodynamic drag at the top.
Oh, I had
case.
like a 72-inch windscreen fucking with a wing on it with the handle bark busters with like the giant fucking like keep your hands warm because it was spring. And then all 3 boxes plus a giant fucking like jackets. And I was a human sailplane on a motorcycle just asking it
Should
to
have
kill
taken
me.
your truck.
I should.
It was, well, when people have death
That
wobbles,
point.
what they don't realize is that is your front tire trying to fix what you fucked up. That is a giant gyroscope that's just like, why did you fuck this up so bad? I'll fix it for you.
Yep.
But then the fix and the unfix and the fix and the unfix and the fix and the unfix is what gets people killed.
Yep.
Yeah, it's fucking terrible,
Well, especially if you hit the brakes.
I've seen Dynas go backwards. So
Oh, and I saw that
it's
one.
fucking scary.
It's
shit,
fucking
man.
amazing that the dude 360'd on the highway. On the tires.
Now here's my rule though. Once you're going the backwards part, I don't even know what gear your transmission's in anymore. Because Harley doesn't put reverse.
No.
Right? And neutral's way far away from fifth. So my question is, when it was going backwards, because it ended up going backwards.
Yes.
When it was going backwards, was the tire locked?
The engine stalled and restarted itself in reverse.
In reverse.
But I can't believe he didn't go down.
Well, then how did he ride it out? Because when I'm taking motorcycles out of the back of my truck, coming down a very long ramp,
Maybe he grabbed the clutch.
I can back it up pretending I'm a rototiller, right? I can back it up as long as I'm not going like 1/10 of 1 mile an hour too fast. But when I start going 1/10 of 1 mile an hour too fast backwards, and my brain goes into, oh, let's balance things mode, invariably it doesn't work the right way. Like I have zero skill at riding a bicycle backwards. Unless I'm a kid, I'm sitting on the handlebars and I'm pedaling with my feet back.
I used to be able to do that.
I could do that
pretty
probably
good.
right now. Yeah.
It got to the point back in the BMX days. We used to ride the 12-foot ramps.
Yeah.
So you'd go straight up, and it took me a while, but you could figure it out. You start to feel it coming.
You good. I'm glad you could figure it out. There's zero chance of me
Well,
ever
I also
figuring
have
it
a
out.
fake hip and bad
Yeah,
knees, so
there
it
you
wasn't
go.
necessarily
It wasn't
perfect
free
all the time.
It wasn't
right?
free.
Yeah.
Damn, that is something. Just because I want to get into what we're going to talk about tonight, I want to get into the show notes because I have a very, very special thing. You guys might remember it last week. We kept it light. We kept it bright and airy and fun. Positive.
Enjoyable.
Thank you.
Happy, joy, I believe it was.
Tonight we're reading a
Not
letter.
this week.
Tonight we're reading a letter from Matt Davidson.
Oh, God.
Or should I say all the letters from
Let me
Matt
get the
Davidson?
dramatic. Let me get the dramatic lighting. Oh, there you go.
The dramatic lighting. I like it. It's very, very cool.
There you go.
So about this,
I don't think we have enough time on
I'm going to budget it out pretty good. I'm going to budget it out. So in the things we are going to talk about, I do want to give, I don't watch a lot of MotoGP. I'm a little busy, but I did watch. It was Marco Bezzecchi had probably one of the most boring rides I've ever seen a MotoGP race. And that's only because the odds-on race leader had a tire explosion on the back of his motorcycle. That is one of the most godforsaken things I've ever seen happen in MotoGP. It was a terrifying tire explosion, but it took that Ducati out of the grid. It took the Ducati out for the game. And Aprilia stole the podium for the first time in, I believe, 4 years. Ducati has been on the podium at MotoGP, first, second, or third place for, I believe, 4 years running. And there's a lot of races, guys. I'm not saying like, they run the podium 5 races in a row. 4 fucking years, right? And Aprilia got it. Aprilia did great. Got to say, very impressive, but not the most exciting race in the world because, again, the guy who was the guaranteed front runner was out of the game, and there was a big battle happening back for 3rd and 4th place. And so this guy simply just was completely technically accurate, didn't have to go hanging his ass out or anything weird. He just ran the game like a fucking computer simulation and took and won it. It's fucking fantastic. Good for them.
Moto America was way better.
Well, Daytona 200,
Yep.
our friend Kayla Yaakov, she fucking did it. So that is a big, big deal. I don't care where you're from.
Smart. When you watch the last few laps, that was the fucking patience and the skill of somebody that's been racing for 50 years and an 18-year-old. Like,
Yeah.
it was fucking amazing. I was sitting there screaming and throwing shit at the TV. And then when she podiumed, I was fucking stoked. That is so awesome for her, man. I was super proud and happy.
It's, if I told you 47 regional championships and 410 race wins, you're thinking, well, she's got to be 75 years old. Mm-hmm. No. She started racing full-size motorcycles when she was 9 years old. That's an impossible thing to even wrap your goddamn head
and
around.
the performance that she put on, because there's always some dude that's like, just can't do it.
Yes, of course.
She schooled every wannabe, like, not the, she was right there with the masters, man. It was
We're talking about a
awesome.
200-mile race at Daytona, and she went out there. I thrown it up on the screen, so if you want to check her out, running a Panigale V2, just completely dominating this race. And when you get into, she started when she was 7 years old racing mini GP bikes. We're talking about like the Groms and all that fun stuff like that. It is really, really cool that she's doing this. But I will tell you, I didn't know this, but it turns out Rahal Ducati has got a really cool program set up for her. So they are absolutely taking advantage of her skill set, and they are putting her out there in the best possible situation to exploit the things she's good at. One of which is being a 110-pound trained chimpanzee on the back of a motorcycle.
For all the sports, obviously, reality is reality. Like, if you're a weightlifter, 90% of the time, maybe there's a dude that's going to be bigger than a girl.
Yeah.
But this is a sport where, the guys are trying to get to her weight. You know what I mean? She's at an advantage. And if she trains, obviously she does. I'm saying, so she's doing weight training and she's as skilled as she is. Mm-hmm. There's zero disadvantage. Zero.
That bike is almost as tall as she is.
It is. And it's really funny because you're like, you don't realize how tiny she is when she's on the motorcycle because the motorcycles stealing the show. And then when you see her standing up next to her pit crew and everybody else, you're like, this is a tiny human being.
So what you're saying
is she can get inside the windscreen.
Yeah,
so what you're saying is Renee would have had a really great career as a GP rider.
Probably. That is right now. Team Rahal's going, that's it. But I think what this establishes is that getting these kids when they're super young and they have no fear. They haven't developed a medulla oblongata. They have no sense of consequences. They go out and they run the motorcycle, but they also aren't bringing 20 years of bad baggage with them.
Nope.
They're willing to learn and they're willing to listen to their coaches, make the best decisions.
Naked Bong hit on the chat had a good one. He's like, there needs to be more avenues for Americans to compete in MotoGP and World Superbike.
Yes.
Which I know Moto America's trying to do a little bit now with their youth program, which is actually pretty badass.
Fantastic.
But I don't know if that's enough of an avenue to get him over there, but he's absolutely right. It's kind of a shame. Like, Nicky Hayden was the last guy we had.
Well, I mean, our country does not put anywhere near as much of an emphasis on it. We don't have this idea in European countries about getting on a little tiny scooter, getting on a 49cc scooter and going out and racing hell-bent for leather, sometimes in parking garages. I've been in races that have been held inside parking garages because that spirit of competition is alive and well. But in America, where it's like, okay, Timmy can't get hurt because daddy's insurance can't afford if Timmy gets hurt real bad. That's a big thing. Whereas if you live in Europe where it's like
universal healthcare.
Yeah, this is my fourth broken arm and I've never had to write a check yet. It's a little different than if
how much does it cost
Timmy gets a broken tib?
Get into racing carts.
Right.
Because racing carts in America seem to be the thing where everybody kind of gets their start.
It is.
Now.
It is pre-SCCA.
And it's freaking
it's really expensive.
$10,000 to get into a shifter cart.
It's super expensive.
My buddy Ray and his brother Ray, Ray Hung.
Yep, we sure do.
And his brother, they raced carts for years. They were like they were national champions and stuff. And those things went like 140 miles an hour and shit. It was crazy.
It is the amount of competition in tech that's out there. As with everything, and we talked about 24 Hours of Lemons, where 24 Hours of Lemons was a thing where if you had a $500 car and you had a positive mental attitude, you could go on to a 2-mile racetrack with your friends and go drive for 24 hours in a shitbox. But then what happened is more than 12 people wanted to do it, and somebody called a lawyer and the other guy called an insurance agent, and it was fucked forever.
Well, I mean, now you're $20,000 into a $500 shit box.
Easily 20 grand into a $500 car.
It ruined the concept of it. I mean, they're still getting to race, which is the important part, but now you have to be sponsored and moneyed to get into this thing that was supposed to be free.
The fact that you have to have the exact same caging, the exact same safety equipment, the exact same everything on the inside of the car as the guy who's club racing a Mercedes.
Yeah.
Right.
But you got a $500 shell to do it with.
Well, the one time I went, there were like 3 Shelby GT 500s in the parking lot and like 37-foot long
it's
mega
become
buses and everything else. And I'm like, you know what? I'm out. I've
turned into a money game.
VW Rider 304 says, and he has excellent points, since we were talking about Isle of Man all the time and stuff, the fact that Hickey went down twice and still is okay.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
like, you know, crashing at Daytona at 170, just get up and make sure you make the next race. But, I mean, I guess that's the kind of balls you have after racing the Isle of Man at fucking 186 miles an hour.
I didn't hit the mailbox. I didn't hit the stone wall. It was a good day.
Yeah. Look at all this. I can just slide on this track. There's not even a wall to hit.
Didn't run over sheep.
Didn't stop for a pack of cigarettes, right? While sliding.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
man.
it's true. It's absolutely true. It's a different kind of person, right? Honda's recalling everything, okay? I did a deep dive into this, and it started with Honda doing a stop sale. So Honda did a stop sale on a lot of bikes, Groms, all kinds of stuff, right? There's all kinds of bikes that are sitting at a Honda dealership that they're not allowed to sell because of some things that are terrifying warranty issues, and some things that, I shit you not, involve a sticker, okay?
The one thing I saw was the rod bearing. Oh,
so
that's not what something.
On the small end of things.
What, the rod?
No, on the small end of things, we're talking about some small displacement Hondas, Groms, and stuff like that had a confusion between what the EPA emission standards were and what the stickers that Honda was putting on the vehicles said.
Yeah.
And so for that sin, they weren't allowed to sell them. So they had to wait until the right stickers came in.
Well, do you remember when BMW couldn't sell the $30,000 GSs because the sticker on the bag was in the wrong place or whatever?
And I remember when we had motorcycles that we weren't allowed to sell because on the top of the brake fluid container, where it is etched in, it's not a sticker, it's etched into the top, DOT 3 or 4 only, whatever. But the ones that we had were in English only, and by law they had to be in English and something else or whatever, right?
Oh, jeez.
And so we literally had to change the tops of the master cylinder containers before we were allowed to sell the bikes. So it can be very stupid stuff.
And I think .3 or 4 still shows up in either language.
Yeah,
right?
Yes, it doesn't change. It's not language specific, right?
Do you remember when VW had the small mix-up with their emissions?
Yes, on the diesels.
Yeah.
Okay, so the computer detects when it's being tested and then cheats. Well, that's fucking amazing.
It was a glitch. It was a
That's
mix-up.
brilliant.
Hey, Peter, you okay with German style? We're out of them in the fridge.
Okay.
What, some people call it a bug. We call it a feature. It can detect when it's being... This is what I said. This is like punishing somebody for playing by the rules.
Yes.
If you're going to punish someone for playing by the rules,
Go deep.
that's the whole TDI thing. We know what rules you're setting. We have a way that we can prepare for that test.
Right.
Right. Yeah. So you're not going to get points if you study for your test.
Right.
That's not acceptable. So yeah, that's pretty wild. Now, let's talk about something a little more interesting. If you have a Honda CBR 600, you should pay attention. If you have a 2024 or newer Honda CBR 600, you should really fucking pay attention.
Uh-oh.
Because it turns out when Honda starts the letter that says rear wheel lockup increases the risk of a crash or injury, and the engine oil that leaks onto hot exhaust components increases the risk of a fire. Well, you had me at hello, because I am now reading whatever it is you write.
Right.
And it turns out there was a problem. Well, let's say it this way. There is a problem, right?
Flaming, skidding high side.
Yes! Again, it's not a bug, it's a feature.
That would look awesome.
It would look great.
Except for from the driver's seat.
So it turns out that the nuts and bolts of it is that the cylinder head may have been improperly manufactured, which can lead to rod bearing failure at a minimum, possibly resulting in rear wheel lockup or oil leaking onto the rear tire.
So if you have rod bearing failure because of the head, that means the piston is somehow slapping into the head.
It also means that all of the liquids that keep the motor cool and the explosions that happen in the motor have traded places. And you should never have liquid where the compressible air should be.
Right.
Because that stops a motor deader than Stuttgart real quick. It turns out air, compressible, coolant, not nearly as much. It violates all the laws.
Oh, so that's what's happening.
I think.
Maybe.
Or it's the other thing where it's just getting so fucking giant red hot that it's just seizing everything into one lump of Hondamonium, and then you're fucked. Yeah, that's just it. So here
what
we
does
go.
the rest of the letter say?
Well, I'm going to tell you. So the good news is Honda has an answer for it. Oh, wait, sorry, I read that wrong. They have no idea what they're going to do about it.
Ooh.
The remedy is currently under development.
Yay. So what you're
Nothing
saying is,
gives me confidence like the remedy is currently under development. I know guys who own Gold Wings that had to wait 18 months for Honda to figure out a fix for their Honda Gold Wings. They were making payments on those motorcycles for 18 months. The remedy is currently under development. Once the repair is available, repairs will be performed free of charge. Well, no fucking shit for the survivors, I guess.
Upside down, you say? In a ditch?
In a ditch.
On fire?
Clearly. Yes. Yeah.
You should call your insurance
There's
company.
been 14 warranty claims on this. I mean, 15? Yeah, there's been 15, exactly. Yeah. Interim letters notifying owners of the safety risks are expected to be mailed February 16th, 2026, just a little short while ago. A second letter will be sent to the survivors of the family member killed in the crash once the remedy is available, anticipated in July of 2026. By the way, they are anticipating that they will come up with the technology to fix this problem by July. Again, only 5 months of you making payments on a motorcycle you can't ride.
The hillbilly in chat makes a perfect point.
yeah,
make it up.
West Virginia rider, ain't nobody who rides a 24 CBR 600 listening to this podcast.
This is also true. Yeah.
This is not our. Not
Hey,
our,
I
not
ride
our
a
target
22
audience.
ZX6.
They're busy listening to the Vanilla Ice and doing the whippets. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not against either of those things either. Well,
Right.
yeah.
So again, if your son or daughter owns a CBR 600RR, let them know. We'll
Or
take
you got
the
a
keys
track
away.
bike. Come on, there's track bike guys.
Well,
on
this is
here.
my point.
Yeah.
It's not the kids riding these to college I'm concerned about.
Right.
Because I know how much money they don't have.
Right.
Right? It's track bikes.
Yeah.
That's what this is. This is really for the track guys. I know a lot of guys that are running in this particular class, and this is a really good track day bike for them.
Yeah.
So that's what it's all about. Owners may contact Honda's customer service at I'm totally fucked 860s, whatever. But I do love the number. It is recall number KT5. So that's good.
Yeah. KT4 was a bitch, though.
KT4 was a bitch. So that's not great.
No.
That's a pretty bad situation. But their 1,000cc motors are also exploding.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And their 1,000cc motors are exploding because apparently, I think that at Honda, they may have just hired all new people in the engine building department.
I was going to say,
and
how
didn't
do you
train them on the machines.
John is going to have a heart attack over here. This is hurting every morsel of his.
I'm sorry, I'm a Kawasaki guy now.
Hey, Phil, did they get
Wow.
everybody?
I
did they
have
get
more.
every-
I think I have more Kawasaki's than Hondas.
You're right.
Did,
And I
did they
never
hire
did it.
everybody road tax laid off? Well, I mean, KTM just laid a bunch of people off.
Oh, they did? Oh, man. So apparently that they do use different
Where do you want me?
different pistones on the on like the Honda Fireblades in the European market and the CBRs. So there are some recalls that are affecting some of the bikes in the UK that we did not get in the United States. We have the 2008 through 2016 CBR 1000s, which is a bike that we got here. Apparently on those, there's a defective fuel pump impeller that can of course cause the engine to stall while riding, which is another way that it says it overheated itself into one entire lump of adamantium, and it will never live and breathe ever again. So that's a real one, which if your motorcycle has survived, you can take it to the dealer and they will put in a new fuel pump assembly, which is good to know. Very good. And if you happen to do have 2008 through 2016 CBR 1000RR, take that. That's the thing our podcast listeners might have.
Yeah, 100%.
It's the one that has all the R's, right? And that's old enough motorcycle. Some of our listeners could have got it for cheap. If you have one of those, definitely be aware that what's happening is just like with a lot of the Piaggio products we had, where the fuel pump was not built or rated for ethanol gas, and that the impeller, when it got hot, it would swell. So the impeller inside the fuel pump gets thick. And it's weird because you'll call the tow truck and the tow truck guy will show up and he'll be like, okay. And he'll turn the key and start the bike to put it up on the tow truck. And you're like, whoa, what the fuck? That thing stalled out and it wouldn't start. I tried starting it for 20 minutes. Well, it cooled down, and it cooled down enough that the impeller spins again.
The soft seize of the fuel pump.
That's what it is. It's literally what it is. It gets hot, it expands, and it locks up, and it won't pump the gassy gases. But here's the problem, is if you take gasoline away from a motor at 85, 90 miles an hour, that when the motor stops exploding, when the bangs stop happening, it has a sudden effect on the rear tire. And that's what you're worried about. You're not worried about oil leaking out of the bike. You're not worried about all those things. You're worried about a sudden loss of propulsion at the rear tire and you being in like sixth fucking gear.
Yeah.
Or your knee down in a turn or something like that. Yeah.
Well, anybody that's ever had a wonderful experience of having a two-stroke Vespa and feeling it run the best that it's ever run, and then learning about the back wheel locking up at however fast you're going, will be very familiar with that concept.
But it turns out the CBR 1000RR has got just another bit of a problem.
Oh, no.
This is a weird one. They don't specify in which market. The left suspension mounting plate is made of an inferior material and may break suddenly, causing the bike to drop in height suddenly.
Oops.
And if by dropping in height, they mean from going where your hands are supposed to be to where they're on the ground because you're sliding. That's probably what I'm thinking is going to happen in this situation. So just to be aware, if you have a CBR 1000RR, just take it to your dealership just to be sure, because you got a couple of things you might be wanting to worry about. Apparently, there's also a problem with the exhaust pipe overheating that may melt the oil cooler pipe.
Oh, jeez.
So routing the oil cooler pipe right by the exhaust pipe, it's like plumbing 101.
What is Honda doing?
Well, this is the point. Is Honda used to have this reputation for just being absolutely rock solid, totally bulletproof, and nothing anybody would ever have to worry about.
I think this goes with the whole enshittification thing lately, because Toyota's motors and their trucks have been so horrible that nobody wants to buy a new Tundra.
I agree. I totally agree. It is definitely a thing. Does anyone have a rear rack on their monkey?
Yes.
I don't have to answer that question.
Pete, do you know about the recall for the monkey racks?
Well,
Yeah.
that came out in 2019 when the first generation racks came out. Then they redesigned them. But
Okay, good.
I shied away from the Honda.
The authentic one?
Yeah, I put an aftermarket one on
Okay,
mine.
good enough. I just want to make sure, because I know we have monkey people in here.
Cheap bastard.
I just wanted to make sure you knew about it. That's all.
Well, actually, I went through 2 or 3 iterations of rear racks before I found one that I liked.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Because I tend to overload them, and then
Okay.
I tend to ride the bike on places that it's rough, like the BDRs and stuff.
Yeah.
And I just tried a number of racks.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Look at the rack on that guy.
Hey, Sleepy, I don't think you're allowed to get Chris Smith contact buzz.
Oh.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
I don't think you have to do a contact. Just hand him the fucking tutor.
Exactly. Oh,
But
man.
I took my 2 rear racks back to Pam over there.
you did?
At,
That's right.
Sills.
Yeah.
Yeah, we took them off, and so she just cut you a check and said, "Here you go."
Yeah,
That's good.
Honda did buy them back, and
Yeah.
Chris's monkey had one on it when he got it.
How
that's
can we
fantastic.
buy them? How
Right.
can we buy them back off of the buyback and put them back on?
I think they actually mailed them back to Honda.
They probably had to
And,
get their money, so Sills could
twink
get
them
paid.
down a little bit, yeah.
If you happen to have a 24 to 26 CRF, and by the way, CRF 50, that's the kid's bike. CRF 110F, that's the kid's bike.
Well, it's also
CRF 125F. If you have any of those, apparently the handlebar
You're
grip.
effed.
Well, apparently the the grip just comes off.
Oh, oops.
Yeah.
That's not much of a grip.
that's not much of a grip. It's kind of an anti-grip at that point.
Slip grip.
It becomes a slip.
So if you have one of those, talk to your dealer as well. And then last but not least, if you have a 2024 and 25 Africa Twin Trans Am or Rebel,
Wait, what year?
2024, 2025, Africa Twin, Trans Alp, or Rebel, apparently they're having trouble keeping the oil inside the motor.
Oh no!
And yeah, that's not great.
Honda, what are you doing?
It's like this is kind of the deal. Then apparently your Africa Twins also have, for the same generation 22 to 25, apparently there is a software problem with the wheelie control feature. Now, that can only go wrong one of two ways. I'm hoping it's the first way, because the second way would be awesome.
No wheelies versus all the wheelies.
Yeah, right. So, turn on wheelie control. Well, that was unsuspected.
You know what my Africa Twin does not have?
It doesn't.
Wheelie control.
Yeah, it doesn't.
No,
'Cause-
I learned that when I put my daughter on the back with all the bags.
Oh, with all the bags, yeah.
And I went to pass that guy because he cut
Instantly.
us off, and I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "B, we don't tell mom that." She goes, "Okay." I
Okay.
get home, she goes, "Dad did a wheelie."
Oh, that's
You can't trust those fuckers.
You cannot trust children. What? Not even a little bit. Oh,
I gave
man.
you $50 not to say anything.
Yep.
My dad used to say, "Loose lips sink ships." Like we'd go someplace, fishing or something.
Yeah.
On the way home, we'd stop at some bar somewhere. I'd play pinball. He'd drink beer.
Yeah.
Don't tell your mom we stopped here.
No. That's it.
Loose lips
Sink ships,
yeah.
for real. Apparently, the oil problem with the Transalp, the 1100 Rebel, and the Africa Twin, apparently it's all due to a crankcase sealing bolt, of which there are many. It causes an oil leak, and the oil leak, fortunately, doesn't go on the rear tire. No, of course it does. It goes right on the fucking rear tire. And apparently, if you dump oil on the rear tire, Honda has determined it could increase the risk of a crash. That was nice of them to let us know that.
Yeah.
It was a mechanical misalignment during production that led to imperfect threads. We say a cross thread's better than Loctite around here, but apparently not as watertight or as oil tight. So sorry, guys.
So when you get back to the letters,
Yeah.
the author is upon us.
Oh, great. Matt Davidson's here. Yes, disgruntled listener checking in. Oh, we already told the planet we were going to read your shit. So you're good to go. Yeah, I'm glad you're here for it. That's nice.
Get ready.
Yeah, fucking strap in, pal.
Buckle up, kids.
we're
Open up your ear holes.
Good to go.
Strap on, let's go.
That's it. So anyway, if you have any complaints about owning one of these motorcycles that have been proven to be unsafe at any speed, you can
Talk to Matt
contact
Davidson.
NHTSA.gov if you have any strongly lettered
There's
words
Tony employees at
for
NHTSA.
about your Honda. Sorry, I mean it does suck because Hondas are generally really good bikes, and this is something that we got to be aware of. Apparently, there's some machining problems happening at the engine factory. I think. It's like,
Wow,
oops.
really?
Well, those non-smooth heads, I guess, are gonna be all the rage.
Is
So-
it at the one in Japan or the one in Shanghai?
Oh, I would say where these motors are coming from, it's probably Thailand.
I was going to say, yeah, they're usually Thailand.
Yeah, it's probably Thailand for these guys. And good news, folks, deaths are down this year at Daytona, but injuries are way up. So we went from 4 fatalities down to 3. Unfortunately, there has been a spike in the number of what they call bike week trauma. And I had break week trauma too, and I just never went back. So, but this is apparently trauma that ends you up in the ER.
I saw a lot of videos online of the cops really cracking down on Daytona
Eyewear.
Bike Week this year.
Apparently,
I mean,
eyewear.
everything.
Apparently, it was like if you were revving your bike at all.
Yep.
So if you were revving your bike without the commensurate forward propulsion, so just putting on a spectacle, then they were jacking you right up.
Did you see what they were doing?
No.
I have never seen this before. Maybe I just haven't been to enough like Harley rallies.
Mm-hmm.
The cops were dragging bike lifts with wheels, big wheels.
Yeah.
So if you fucking were whatever, they could fucking hand tow your bike out.
Really?
So like that way they didn't have to ride it. Probably
Yeah.
insurance. They had that right underneath. It was the big like long
Yeah.
ones but they had bigger wheels on them.
Sure.
They'd roll them under. They jacked them up. You saw his cop just towing. Just
So there's
dragging a bike.
right.
Man,
So
Burfest 2026 sounds like shitty. It's like a shitty time.
sounds like a terrible time. It sounds awful. Yeah, I watched a lot of the videos of cops walking up, and the guy was like, he had his visor open on his full face, and he got written for no eyewear. And I'm like, that's a cheap ticket by anybody's book. I mean, that is just.
I got pulled over for that with Piper on the back of the Vespa the one time.
That's a shitty ticket. That's just a cop being a dick.
Well, the best part about wearing glasses is you always have eyewear.
You always have eyewear on. Absolutely. Yep. So that's fatalities are down, injuries are up, and that's what it is. Apparently, one of the fatalities was somebody that went wide in a curve and ran into a trailer hauling a Harley.
Oh, yeah.
Which is that's meta.
Well, I mean, in the background, when you're watching the videos, there's so many people dropping bikes. There's just bikes dropping all over the fucking place.
That's a whole lot.
I mean, not 3 mile an hour drop.
No, I get
specify,
it. But these are heavy motorcycles.
Of course.
Yeah.
And there are people that don't.
And they're not serving any alcohol in Daytona, I heard.
No,
the entire event, they're not serving any alcohol whatsoever.
I mean, imagine having 72 months of payments left on that thing and you dropped it.
My entire takeaway, I've been to Daytona 3 or 4 times. 4 times, yeah. My entire takeaway was the one time I went with no bike whatsoever was officially I was done. I was like, this is stupid to have a motorcycle here just to go out and overheat everything in the parade. I'm just not gonna have the bike. And it turns out I didn't have the bike and it was no better.
Right. It was no worse either.
It just still sucked. Yeah. So I don't ever need that again.
He just made me remember back in the Rider for Life days and the Starboy days and stuff. We'd go out, and we'd all have our 900s that were kind of beat up and old.
Yeah.
And you see some kid that he was 18 and wanted to get down with everybody. So he'd show up on a brand new 2001 CBR 600R that came out 2 days ago.
Yeah.
His credit score was a 500, but back then they'd give you, 137 months at $400 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
His insurance was $9,000 a month. And you see the kid and just throw the thing down the highway, and you're just like, "Oh my god,
just
dude!
Throw it the fuck
You
away.
haven't even made a payment on this thing yet, and now it is trashed." And then, of course, they wouldn't call their insurance company, and so then the zip ties came out, and over the course of the summer, it just became a lump of shit.
Oh well, that's usually
they had to pay for another. 12
I was going to
years.
say, usually what happens is they're like, okay, I'm going to fix this bike back up, and after 3 months of a $390 a month bike payment and a $390 a month insurance payment. It got stoled.
Yeah.
I found some hot stitches on my Ninja 250.
Oh, you did?
I was like, oh, look at that. What is that? I'm like, oh, those are little hot stitches.
Allegedly, perhaps a lot of those bikes that you were just talking about ended up at a certain reseller shop that some of the boys owned for a while.
Right, I was going to say. Yeah. Real amazing how many units they moved out of there and not a single title.
No. I think they paid for that, though, at some point.
Yeah, they did. They got caught up with that on a federal level.
Yeah.
That was when the state police show up, that's one thing.
Yeah.
When the feds show up, that's a whole different level.
You got diamond plate kitchens. That's where it all leads.
It is. It is. It is exactly. It's really fashionable to have a stainless steel toilet in the corner of your living room.
Yeah. It's a urinal.
It's a toilet. It's a sink. It's everything.
You could do burnouts on the stainless steel floor.
Yeah,
so
you're good to go,
cool.
my friend. It is. Oh man, it's awful. So the reason the reason one of you came tonight is Matt Davidson has been we met him in Iowa on our cross country road journey, and we absolutely love him to death. But sometimes he hits us so hard. Usually his email starts with a certain degree of aggression, and then it ends with, "Where do I send a bottle of whiskey?" So again, bipolar's the best polar, right? There is,
Is he our new Carl Rand?
Oh, I'm thinking for sure he's the new Carl Rand. Absolutely. So anyway, I'm going to read it, and he's chiming in the chat, so he can say if I've read things wrong. But I'm pretty good. I read it like a fourth grade level. I'm all right. We're good. So Phil, not going to apologize for any of my previous hate mail, but I wanted to get in touch. I have a number of things on my mind, so buckle the fuck up.
Let me butt in here first. It's good you didn't apologize because we wouldn't have accepted it.
No. That's absolutely right.
Yeah, you got to exert dominance.
Maybe you shouldn't read this part on the air.
Oops.
But I am curious to know if you would be interested in a finder's fee but for potentially purchasing a bike at an NPA auction. I could totally read that on the air. There's nothing about that that's remotely offensive. So yes, I can do that. You just have to let me know exactly what the bike is, and he gets into that. That's fine. I'd be willing to give you $1,000 if you're able to find what I'm looking for. I don't even charge that much. Set by my parameters. Give that a thought and let me know. It's okay, folks. He finds a bike. It's all right. We're gonna jump ahead to that. I know a lot of you guys are scared, but it's okay.
Oh, this is a multi-part buildup.
I'm on page 1. of 19.
This is a foreplay.
Right. This is foreplay. Yeah. All right. During
Dude,
one of
Game
your,
of Thrones isn't this long.
during one of your last couple podcasts, I heard you guys talking about a potential cross-country trip. Absolutely love that idea. My father and I did a ride from Iowa down to Mexico in 2023, and we'll be doing that again this May for the very last Biltwell EDR. Well, shit. Well, that's cool. Okay. And one, I didn't know it was going to be the last Biltwell EDR, which is those guys throw a fucking awesome party. So good for them. He says, I generally mean this offer. If any of you gentlemen are ever on your way through Iowa or on either car or motorcycle, you are more than welcome at my home. I have a lift in my basement and all the tools needed in a pinch, warm beds and a stocked liquor cabinet. Had I known Pete was going to be at the BMW rally when they were in Des Moines, I would have offered the same. I actually saw that entire group at Exile Brewing when they were in town, but I did not realize Pete was on that ride until a podcast a couple of weeks later. So fucking great. That is super cool. Speaking of my future ride down to Mexico, I am looking at moving over to the dark side. Oh, just one out of the 19 of the stable, so don't get your panties in a wad. I'm currently looking for a lowrider ST. Oh, he means that dark say, the Harley dark side, not like putting car tires on the back of his motorcycle.
Yeah.
Car tires on the back of a Harley.
Right. You put a car tire in the back of a lowrider ST.
Double dark side.
A lowrider ST is actually a pretty cool bike, though, so don't hate it until you've seen it. It would be my first push-start, fuel-injected bike since I was 25 years old. Roast me all you want. No, you're going to have a hard time getting me to roast you about that particular bike. Our friend Steve Noble has that exact same motorcycle, and he loves it very much.
It's quick and it handles good. I mean, he has it fairly well set up, but it's a good-looking bike.
It's a cool bike, man. He says, pause for conversation because I know you fuckers won't be able to remember everything at the end of this rant. That's what we just said. That was the pause for conversation. We just did that. That was good. So we're playing by the rules. I'm taking direction. Check.
I'm taking notes.
I'm going to send you a link to an article about a bike I recently purchased from a good friend and the guy that built it. It's a 750 single cam with a blown motor, John. I got a spare motor in the purchase of the bike, but it is disassembled from the jugs up. I've only rebuilt twins previously, and I was looking for a little insight, tips, and maybe some resources on how to get this thing put back together. Is there anything out of the ordinary I need to be concerned about with the 750? I'm hoping one of you fuckers remembers how to work on motorcycles. I know Sleepy still works on bikes, but the last question I posed to have him ask John, it was blatantly apparent that he did not ask John. Stoney over there gave me a beautiful explanation of all the shit I already knew and did not answer the fucking question in the least bit. Pause for discussion about a CB750 rebuild. So apparently he asked you to ask John a question and you didn't, or gave him the answer. It doesn't matter. Here's my tip. I want to give folks a tip, and they've never worked on a CB750 before. I actually, when the motor's out of the bike, when I have to put the motor back in the bike, I actually lay the motor down and lay the bike on top of it. Is that what you do?
Yeah, that's what we did with the one. Put a mattress down and do that. It's easier to put the frame on it. Motor's pretty heavy.
The motor's really fucking heavy.
Yeah.
And
I've never had to take a motor apart. I've never met a CB750 motor that was really blown up and I never built like a big bore one.
I did an 836 kit on a CB750 and they're not in any way strange or weird.
I can't think of any reason why they would be.
Right. Yeah, they're pretty much the game. Lastly, after recently getting married and changing bank accounts.
Wait, there's one thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got 4 cylinders and 4 pistons, and you got to get all those pistons shoved into those cylinders. Do you recommend, or do you have any idea of whether it's better to put the pistons in the cylinders first and then hold the cylinder, then put them pull?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
100%.
Do it that way.
Leave the jugs about an inch. Okay. And as you are installing them, you're rotating the crank, you're installing the pistons as you're going in past the rings. This way you have that, and then on the last piston that you're putting in, when the rings clear, then you can lower the jugs as a whole.
Yeah, but the crank too, I'm just worried about pistons going up, pistons going down. You got to keep them all still in the bores. Like, is there a middle ground where, well, you find the middle ground where as the pistons are coming down, they're all should eventually line up, right?
Yep. They will all line up at one point, but the trick is, what I learned is when putting them in to get past the rings, because the rings want to hang up as you're sliding the jugs on.
Yeah.
Is you literally just work it one at a time.
Yeah.
And then with one hand, I was just rotating the crank a little bit to give myself the benefit of all that mass as I would go past the rings on the next piston.
Okay.
Yeah. It worked pretty good. Next thing.
Yeah, I work on bikes too.
It does. I've seen it.
I've not been a Patreon member for the past couple of months. If you fuckers get your act together, release all the original episodes to the $2, the $10 and above level, and actually have Patreon members of the new calls online. Okay, sure. There's some status there. I will come back at the fucking
usually
legend
clean
level.
a fucking carburetor before you get out of bed.
That is absolutely true. I would love the opportunity to air every single one of my fucking grievances with each and every one of you on the live broadcast. Okay, cool.
We can have you on video, my friend.
Yeah,
we can
it
have
takes
you
nothing.
Zoom in.
We're good now.
But you got to take everything that you get out, boy.
Are you guys in need of a restock of any good bourbon? If so, I will send a bottle of Cedar Ridge your way. The Cedar Ridge was excellent. Yeah. I've got to tell you, if you would have told me that bourbon came out of Iowa, I would have had a hard time believing that shit was delicious. It was absolutely delicious, which is code for send another bottle. I checked. We can't get it at the liquor store.
Now that I don't drink, I actually just get into
you get
the
to smell, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
Now I see why we're reading his hate mail.
Free booze.
It sounds like a love letter.
It goes on for quite a way.
Oh, dude, we can be bought.
So we're going to go ahead and you guys can look at the picture of the bike if you want to throw that up. So there's that's his $3,000 machine.
I like it.
Fuck yeah, man. That's cool.
Daryl Dixon edition.
Yeah, that is the Daryl Dixon edition for sure.
Oh, you got to put a bat with some barbed wire on the back.
So that's Monum Customs. That's very, very, very badass. Okay, so we're going back to the thing. All right. So he said he was looking for a lowrider ST. We're not going to worry about that. He said he's looking for a car. Tom, what's your opinion of a 2022 to 2024 Acura MDX? No, that's too new. Tom's not going to do anything about that.
You know what? Acura is the better Honda. So
of course
I'm
it
not
is.
going to say
It's
no.
the best Honda.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is the best Honda.
No,
anyway,
you're fine with that. You're not
I don't
hurt.
do car auctions, so I wouldn't be able to help you on that one. He was right. He said, I assume you don't do that. So yeehaw. Anyway, so he says, thought I should give you an update. This is just for John. I have listened to the past 3 episodes since my last message, which has not been replied to. A new bike followed me home on Sunday. I found a distressed seller that was needing to get rid of his bike. It was a 2023 ST Harley Davidson with 1,700 miles and $8,000 worth of upgrades for $16,700. Still a lot of cake in my book. After paying off his loan, he walked away with less than $1,000 in his pocket. Ouch. He did not realize that he purchased an extended warranty on the bike, which is transferable, and the warranty's good until 2030.
Wow.
Nice.
Holy shit.
Good Lord.
My friend, I argue with your choice of motorcycles being a Harley Davidson, having a warranty that is fucking 4 more years. I think you're going to like that. The majority of the club style shit that he did to it is going to get changed. Good. You might tell me I'm a fucking idiot if you've been looking at anything at the auctions, but I think the deal was too good to pass up. And he includes a photograph of it. Let's open this up so we can make fun of his. Nope, that is absolutely an ST. And he's absolutely right about the club handlebars. Holy shit.
Well, that fairing looks like the Honda NC700, or was it the NC? No. NXT 700 or something weird. CTX.
This fairing goes back to the Harley Davidson police lowriders.
I was going to say, it looks like
yep.
That's why
Chips.
Or KZ.
or KZ.
I saw Chip's bike with a sidecar last weekend.
Ooh.
It looked like a police KZ with that.
If I could find a KZ1000 with fuel injection, the 1 year they made the KZ1000 police bike that had fuel injection, I will buy it. And I will probably put a sidecar on it. Yeah. So anyway.
You know what?
Yeah.
Don't you dare.
Well, where's the monkey going to go if we don't have a sidecar?
Yeah. I mean, because the idea behind the police bikes, I always like.
Tom, you're asking where the monkey. We have a camera for the monkey.
We have a monkey
there.
cam.
See?
I always like
taken.
I always like the DC and the Pittsburgh police departments that have their motorcycles out in the snow. Like, because they just have things that the motorcycle division has to do. And for that, they put a sidecar on. And it always makes me happy to see the motorcycles when the snow's falling and they all have their sidecars on. It's cool. Yeah, I like that. All right, then back to the commentary. Okay, I still have the same questions as mentioned previously. So now that Johnny Mac is back to working on bikes, it might be a good opportunity for him to redeem himself.
Oh boy.
The offer still stands on becoming a fucking legend level supporter. We're not waiting for you. And I will even sweeten the deal by sending a bottle of brown liquor from Iowa like before. It hasn't shown up. I'm not joking. I responded to him and I said that is a really good deal on the ST. He got a lot of motorcycle there for his money. And if they are as good as Steve Noble says they are, and everything I've ever read on them, it's a pretty fucking fantastic motorcycle.
Steve's got videos of him down in the twisties, down in Southern Ohio, ripping that fucking thing.
Everybody I've ever known to own one has been like, yeah, Harley got one right.
Yeah,
they got that one right.
Well, they also got that cafe racer from back in the AMF days right. I just found out about that, the XCRC or whatever the fuck it was.
It's the CR1000.
Yeah.
They didn't get that right. It was a disaster.
Oh, it's sexy.
No, it looked great.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Aesthetically, it was pleasing.
Yes.
But the rest of it was a bit of a fucking problem.
Well, I'm also a guy that likes to boat tail, so I have all kinds of problems.
And there's the big things about the CR1000 really turned out to be that it was beautiful. It was absolutely gorgeous machine. But I think the right answer is to take those bones and use a modern Evo-based power plant and build a new one.
Just build the thing that we saw 2 weeks ago.
That would be the smart idea, wouldn't it?
That would be the one, yeah.
If Harley just built one of those, I think they might sell a couple.
There's a lot of the Harley YouTubers, like the ones I kind of like. They're all like, okay, Harley, do this one, please.
Yeah. And it's funny because when you listen to our podcast, you listen to Misfits and some other podcasts, they're all kind of universally agreeing like, okay, did Harley just play us the best way anybody's ever? Was this like a Harley false flag operation where they were like, here's a bike we have no intention of building and let it and release it out there?
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
So I knew a guy who had one and the cocksucker, knowing how much I love motorcycles, wouldn't even start it up for me.
What?
It was sitting in the garage.
It was broken?
No, I mean, it was sitting in the garage. His dad gave it to him.
Yeah.
He was like, well, I'm like, are you going to fire it up? Same guy had like a Corvette with a 427 Corvette.
You can throw that up if you want to, Sleepy.
And it was like, okay, are you going to start it up or are we going to go for a drive? Or
that's a good looking
just look at it.
Harley, dude.
Just look at what I got.
It's literally like riding on a 1,000cc surfboard.
That's a good looking fucking Harley.
Look great.
Man.
I've ridden a whole lot of Harleys. I've never ridden a 1000 CR. I've never been in the same room where one was running correctly.
Uncomfortable ride I've ever ridden.
I can't imagine that it's. I see how they built it. I can't imagine it's great. But when I talk to everybody who is, dead or longer beard than Pete's, they all say the same thing, that those bikes were just not a problem. They were all the AMF problems in one place.
Yeah.
We're dead.
No, I had a near miss at one at $8,000 25 years ago, and I rode it around the block.
But what's the new one though? The new one that they did is the
Sexy Beast 102 or something. It's fucking good looking. That's what
if it was truly a false flag, if that was completely just a right, made you look shit, because there has been so much. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
Now,
all right. Yeah.
Now
that's a good looking bike, man.
I posit if you put that,
and it's even called the CR.
If you put it on the Benelli 302, which has all of those lines, and sold it at the same price as the Triumph 400, you'd make a fucking killer.
Yeah. Well, it's this is, in many people's opinion, this is one of those things that this is probably a Harley Davidson false flag operation with the 1250 motor that we know and love.
So how many flags and eagles can we put on the Sportster next year?
It looks like Roland Sands had something to do with that.
It does. It absolutely does. Yep. I've seen the photoshopping where they've put the two bikes next to each other in a reality that does not exist.
Damn.
Yeah. So it's just, with AI and Photoshop, they can build anything they want.
All they need is the Storts kit in the middle.
That's right. What's the electric motorcycle company that everyone likes? Damon?
Oh, yeah.
Is that what it's called?
I think so.
We're going to talk about them in a minute. That's something. So anyway, back to Matt. So Matt says, okay, you motherfuckers. I know last week's podcast was all about positively, and I think my messages have been quite positive. Hoping this week is about negativity and you actually read my fucking messages. Be expecting a phone call on the next live podcast. I'm keeping a close eye out. And again, through strategic use of memes, he sent us this little graphic right here, and I think it's completely appropriate. He's just extremely butthurt about the entire situation. So yay. So that's that. we're cool.
So what is it I'm supposed to be answering?
I have
doing?
lost the thing, so if he's still in the chat, he can answer you the John McElfresh question directly.
All right, he has asked, do I need to worry about anything with the cams and the valves on the 750 rebuild? I was going to lap the valves and dingle hone the barrels, but what else should he add to his list, John?
Okay.
I mean, I don't see anything else. I mean, new gaskets, new this, that, and everything. I mean, what would you? I wouldn't do anything. No.
For a CB750, yeah, for a CB750 build, I think the biggest traps are.
Are you putting new rings and pistons? And everything?
I would say. I wouldn't spare the rod and spoil the child. I would absolutely say the electronic ignition is your friend. On a CB750, I think electronic ignition is absolutely your friend. I know John doesn't agree, but I do completely.
He's mad about it.
I completely believe.
He just got upset.
Yeah.
But you know what? Somebody just said that you are no longer the Honda Whisperer. You're now the Kawasaki Cackler or something like that.
No. I said he's the Kawasaki Kisser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like electronic ignitions that can fail.
I do. I absolutely do. And I don't like points and condensers
that you can clean on the side of the road.
Push a spark that is pumpkin colored. Yeah.
I like electronic ignition and fuel injection.
Yeah.
I didn't say I didn't like fuel injection.
We all like.
I want fuel injection with points.
Well, that seems like a dumb
The
shit.
anachronism 450.
People in hell want
It has
ice
fuel
water.
injection and points.
I can tell you
And
that
it's a
if
3-stroke.
my Ninja 250 had a set of points in there, it'd be running right now.
I really don't understand what you people have with this whole magnet passing through a field thing.
I
That's what
know.
Fires off the coils. What is this black magic?
No, it's the circuit board inside the CDI whenever somebody does something stupid or vibration or heat over time and it fucks up.
And also another thing too is
delicate electronics don't like heat and extreme vibration.
no, not at all.
So
Right.
and it's gotten a lot better.
It's gotten a hell of a
You
lot better.
kids and your fancy
Yeah,
electronic
it's gotten a hell of a lot
ignition
better.
Alex in the chat says, Dave Matheson seems very needy. Does he need a hug, mate?
It's a hug. It's a hug, man.
Yeah.
The other thing, okay, so regarding the carbs on the CB750s, if your CB750 is old enough to not have vacuum carbs, that's awesome. That's great. I think you're fine with what God gave you. If you've got CVKs,
I don't think any of the single overhead cams had vacuum carbs on it, did they?
Yeah, they did.
Okay.
Yeah,
Maybe like 78 and
Yeah,
79
77, 78, I think.
Ew.
Yeah. That's where I would say that can be the CVK carbs can be a nightmare if you can get away from that and get to some.
Buy a rack of old ones and put on, maybe.
That might be the way. Trying to think if there's anything else that I would tell you is like a definite to watch out for.
Spend the money and buy a rack of CR carbs.
Well, okay.
Key and CR.
What about every single one of them
only
has a leaky head gasket?
That is true.
It's 100% guaranteed.
Yeah. A lot of weepy head gaskets.
You guys are not
outside.
selling me on CB750s here.
Well, they still run great. They just weep.
Apparently,
a little
they
oil.
still run perfectly. They just weep like hell. And the timing cam chain tensioners are weaker than dog shit. That's another issue.
I think a lot of the rattle you hear though is like the clutch basket. I know those all of mine. Like when it's sitting there in neutral idling, you get this.
Super.
But you
rattle.
grab the clutch and click it in gear, and all that goes away. So, I don't know what caused that.
You will have CB750s that definitely when you activate the owner's manual tells you how to release the timing cam chain tensioner to let it take up the slack. And a great many of them that I've experienced have been stuck.
Yeah, I've always take them out.
You have to remove them, clean them correctly.
Make sure they work, reload them up, put them in, and then release them.
And I will tell you, if you're getting a CB750 that's been parked for like 10 fucking years, it's not the worst idea to drain all the fucking oil out of the thing, every drop of oil out of it, fill the thing up with kerosene, and don't be afraid.
Shake it.
Yeah, shake the whole motor.
Light it on fire.
No, don't be afraid to run it on kerosene. Don't be afraid. If you've got a motor that will start and run, don't be afraid to run it for like 3 to 5 minutes on kerosene to get the kerosene up to temperature, and then walk away and go have a sandwich and a beer and let the kerosene go in all the places that the oil's supposed to go, because the oil passageways that get the oil up to the cam on these old Hondas are really fucking tiny. and it doesn't take much shit in your oil to clog those passageways up.
This is also known as the Miata oil change trick.
Yeah, it is.
It is. It literally is.
It works.
So that's
Yeah.
a dry sump motor, and what's pretty common is the oil will drain from the oil bag down into the crankcase if it's been sitting for a long time.
Yeah.
So it's not a bad idea to just drop the oil
First thing.
and then you fill up the bag, and then it's all up in the bag. It will like pump back into the bag because I think it's a double pump.
There's two. Yeah, there's
It's a double pump. One pumps it into the motor, and another one is a scavenge pump that pumps it back to the bag.
correct.
But I never really had to have the bottom end torn apart. I just know that because it's happened to all mine.
Yeah.
At some point.
No, it is remarkable
If you
how
fire it up with all that oil in there, it's not a great thing, and it blows out.
well. That's the thing is if they're going to start because there's so much more pressure on the bottom end of the motorcycle when you're trying to start it. It's going to act well. You could also instantly fry your fucking starter trying to crank it with a bunch of oil in the bottom end. So that's a problem. The other problem is it's literally pushing shitty, nasty, dirty oil everywhere. So I would always say if I'm going to start a CB750 project, first things first, drain every drop of oil out of the thing, do the kerosene trick, let it sit for a day or two with the kerosene.
Yeah,
in it.
like if you check the oil dipstick in the bag on the side of the bike and it's empty, don't think it's there's all the oil is probably in the
you
bottom.
got 3
end
quarts
of
of
the motor.
oil in the bottom
Yeah,
of your engine.
remove the plug.
Yeah, almost guaranteed. You'll find 3 quarts of really nasty oil in the bottom of that on the bottom of that motor. That's the thing. I've done way too many CB750s, and they have their things. They have their foibles, and
All the ones I owned, it was clean the carbs.
Yep.
Get them running pretty
them
good,
running.
and they were great.
Yep. There's just stuff you gotta be aware of. But
Mechanical voltage regulator be damned. Worked just fine.
until it doesn't, until all the heat comes out at one time.
No, you just pop the cover off and clean the points. 'Cause that's what it is. It's a community. It's a set of points, and they go.
Yeah, but if you want to have a fast bike, so that thing,
and it will survive an EMP blast.
It will honestly survive an EMP
but you can
blast.
also remove about 20 pounds out of most motorcycles when you take all that shit out. and
Oh
stuff.
my God.
That's
Yeah.
Greg on that little 200 motor took all that stator shit and stuff.
God.
I thought he was kidding. He handed it to me. It was like 15
super
fucking
heavy.
pounds.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to that little bike's
Crazy
going to
super
rev
heavy.
like 10 million. It's going to be like bing, bing, bing. Oh, I can't wait to hear it.
Yeah, it's a funny thing because we had somebody just call the shop last week that said they had a 1978 Honda CB750K, which was one of the first bikes I got when I got back here to the States. And I told them on the phone, I was like, tell me it's gloss black with the orange and gold pinstripes. And then like on the side covers, it said 4K in like a weird Gothic Rome, like a new old English font on the side. I was like, tell me it's that one. And he goes, it is. How did you
Almost
know?
calligraphy.
Yes, almost calligraphy. I was like, yeah, I got a soft spot in my heart for that. Tell me it's got the original 4x4s. And he goes, yep, it does. He said it's got 10,000 original miles on it. It's absolutely perfect the way it left the Honda factory. And I'm like, what do you want for that $500 motorcycle? It's like, because I don't want it. I don't want to own that bike.
So since you guys brought up the CB750,
Yeah.
I found this dude in Taiwan that makes a CB750 kit for a Z50.
Yes.
I WhatsApped the dude.
Yeah.
I'm going back and forth. 4,000 euros. So it's like $4,600 plus tariffs.
But you
plus
need
everything.
to have a Z50.
You got to have a Z50, but all you need is the frame because you get the wheels,
'Cause you're
the
replacing
forks,
everything
the tank,
else.
everything. It's on our chat if you
Yeah,
look.
I saw it.
And it is sick, dude. It is.
I like my Baja Z50R better.
Oh, that's a good one.
And that's
too.
cheap. It was like $200 for the kit, and it comes with the tank, the seat, all the body.
Did you
work.
open this one up?
I'm like, I could slap that on a Chinese Tao Tao.
Oh, that's the guy that.
That's
looks
the
like
monkey conversion?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the monkey conversion.
Dude, I mean, come on, dude. I'm still at 4,600. I'm like,
is-
oh.
Make the sound. Make the sound.
There you go.
I'm not sure.
I mean, come on. That is
bike-
fucking amazing.
That bike looks so good.
Boy, it looks
It's
like.
so tempting at this point.
So
You would
So
be
for
the
the-
king
for
of
those of
Mid
you-
Ohio.
For those
That
of
would
you not playing the
people would just
video
be-
game.
So basically, we have a very small Japanese man sitting behind what is even smaller Honda CB750.
I mean, that looks like a quarter
You park
scale
that bike anywhere at
CB750.
Mid Ohio, and it'll just come back.
but
covered
the
with
attention to
fucking-
detail is that he made sure that it was a KO.
Oh, you get the wheels? Well, so here's
No,
the
you
thing.
don't get anything. This is a one of a kind.
Oh, no. I'm saying the kit
Build.
looks exactly like that. It's on the thing, dude. It's really close.
It's not exactly like that.
It's pretty fucking close.
That guy was.
It is.
That guy's
like
nuts.
Yeah.
That guy builds pipe organs in his spare time from found parts.
Hey, Sleep. That reminds me of the microcar museum you went to in Arizona. You know, it's the same kind of like labor of love right there.
Right.
Yeah, that bike would be, if it was parked anywhere at Mid-Ohio, it would just be covered with.
Well, that's
what at first looked like bird shit. And you got close. That's not bird shit.
You'd swear to God somebody dumped a bucket of Krispy Kreme on it. And you'd be like, no, that's it.
There's a certain market in Japan for
it's
that.
way too crazy. Yeah, it is truly like you took a KO and stuck it in the Shrinkomator. It's too cool looking. But again,
and then you need to have what's his name do a V4.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Something like that, or straight 4.
But that dude does have the 1-4. But that's an extra 600 euros.
Put a milliard motor in it.
But it really, they look good. They have little things on the side, just like the real ones.
Yeah, I saw the the post, and it was like,
it's tempting.
Fucking hell!
I know.
Yep. Yeah. It is definitely one of those items where you're like, yeah, that's cool. It costs so much more money for the kit than the donor frame.
Right.
But the fact is, the only thing you're providing is the donor frame.
Right. But now, if you give it a year, they're going to copy themselves, and then you'll be able to get them for like $1,000.
I mean, so you buy this kit, which is all brand new parts.
Yeah.
And you buy a brand new frame or whatever, and a brand new motor. So now you have a brand new motor. You have $5,000 in a brand new street legal motorcycle. I mean,
how is it street legal?
It's not street legal.
Well, you'd have to get a frame that was street legal.
Yeah, I would do that. Well, that's why I like the idea of doing the body kit on the Chinese Grom clone because it's already a street legal.
It's already a street legal bike.
Yeah.
I totally agree. Yeah, the body kit on the whatever you want to call it, the Boom Vader or whatever the fuck it is. Yeah, it's going to be better. Or if you have the cake, get a crashed Grom. Right?
Yeah.
So if you've got the cake and buy a crashed Grom.
Yeah, put that on a Grom.
And put that on a Grom with a clean title.
Or a Honda monkey bike. I mean, if you could put that kit on a monkey bike that's already got a title and a plate.
The bike that you were showing up on the screen, Motosmith says, he even painted it Viagra blue for all the 70-year-old boners it's going to cause.
That is so fucking true. Yeah. That is absolutely true. That would be one of those machines that, I mean, you can tell he's a cool Japanese guy. He probably put 10,000 hours into it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, those exhausts were perfect replicas of the original.
He hand spun the spokes.
Yes, I'm certain of it. I'm absolutely certain of it. But there's enough very cool looking café Groms out there that it's getting to the point now where you're going to be able to be like, on the Japanese market, be like, yep, I want that.
Yeah, WeBike and all those places sell all that kind of shit.
Yeah, it's cool. Yep. And I do think that, as all of us, what are you going to just call it? It's like the 12-inch. It's like the 12-inch society.
Yeah.
Right. We're the 12-inch men.
Yeah.
And it's not what you think. Right.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. And it's the funny thing is because I think we all have got this little side piece in our garage, whether it's a TNT 135 or a barrel of monkeys or whatever the fuck else we got.
I'm up to like 5 projects now for small shit.
For small shit?
Yeah, I'm losing my mind. I'm in love with it because like even like the cafe racer I'm going to be doing, like I'm going to be into the thing for I don't know $1,200. Like
that's
you know
great.
what I mean? Like a bunch of labor.
That's fucking awesome, man.
I'm loving my buddy. We put between Piper and I, we put 100 miles on it last.
Oh, you did?
The other day. She did 30 miles her first day riding on.
Oh, she
on
did.
The street. Yeah.
Nice. Oh, that's really cool. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fantastic.
So the head's holding up. Everything's good.
Oh yeah, it's fucking great.
Take that, Matt. See, he does work on shit, and it still works too.
Yeah, it's made.
I have a very good track record.
It still
I know
works.
you do.
It does have a very good track record. Which is funny because I've had the Hunter Cub, I've had the Super Cub, I've had the Dax, I've had the Grom, I've had the Monkey, I have the TNT 135 currently in the garage, and there's something to be said for all these 125, 135 cc displacement
and you got that
little
really
bikes.
hard to get one.
Which one?
The Moto Campo.
Oh, the Moto Campo. That's not. No. The Moto Campo it's relegated to the things that shall be appreciated visually, and not inserted rectally. Yeah. There's no fucking way.
That buddy will spank a monkey.
All right.
And coming up next on...
I don't like you just ran out of steam there. I don't know what happened.
If anybody wants to pull this picture up, I'm convinced that.
Go ahead, John.
Shit.
Pull it up.
There it is, right there.
What?
Go ahead, John. Pull it out.
He said if anybody wants to pull
I
it
said
up.
if you want to pull the picture up, you freaks.
I don't want to pull it.
Yeah, this thing looks really cool, and that's again, that's in the 12-inch society, and that's just a cool looking bike. Like, just
What is the roundel on the
I
side?
don't-
it's a lady. It's a lady.
I can't. Yeah, no. I need a better picture here. 'cause
I
can't
think we
describe
all
this.
need better pictures.
Right,
I
there you
just
go.
don't think that.
It's like nose art.
Like, they've sworn up and down that this picture is 9 million resolutions, but it's not playing that way. Yeah, it's just not.
Well, we get the idea.
Yeah, you get the idea.
Well,
it's
I
a
mean-
Japanese lady reclining
Well,
on a rising sun.
Now they got the Ovalis that look like that. So for
Yeah.
$5,000, you could buy a race bike.
Yeah.
Which somebody before was asking if we were still going to do the buddy racing. We're still waiting on this kart track. So
Yeah,
we can't
that's
think
really
about
what we-
anything.
right.
So when
Yes.
this kart track opens, then we're going to be able to make some moves.
Well,
So,
for the people not playing the video game, it literally looks like it's just a scaled down sport bike.
It sure does. It
chrome
looks
swinger.
like an FZR.
Right.
With a. By the way, it does look exactly like an X-Up swing arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really does. Like,
Because it's all blinged out in chrome and has the pinup girl and
yeah, it's cool.
yeah.
It's a cool bike. Yeah,
And-
nothing wrong with that.
And as far as the racing, get back to that, Sleepy. We're waiting for the kart track.
Yeah.
Because Phil has hoarded every buddy 125 and 150.
Oh, I do have a lot of
can,
buddies.
and we're
Yeah.
going to make a series of just flying bys.
And
Yes.
we know that a Buddy 125 big bore kit is $130.
Yeah, that's true too. If you are,
that's the unlimited class.
I think in the spirit of buddies, we don't bother with class.
No, there's
There's really no
It's-
classes.
it's a buddy, there's no
If
class.
we notice you're winning too many races, we'll make you stop for
Well,
a
no,
sandwich.
if you have a 150 kit, you're
Yeah.
allowed to be kicked.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Just
like, you know,
one kick?
Just one kick.
Yeah,
Just
one
coming
kick.
around.
Right.
That's about it.
Yeah.
Fine.
That's the road rash rule.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, that's the road rash.
Oh, you want that extra? You
Yeah, I
want
think-
that extra 25 cc's?
Yes.
All right, buddy.
It's going to cost you.
Yeah.
I think we're up to like 10 buddies now at the shop.
We do
just
have a lot of
hanging
buddies.
out.
Yeah, we
My
do have a
buddy.
lot of buddies. Yep,
My
they're
buddy.
definitely
And
they're
at
definitely
least
happy.
two of those are the kicks. No,
Yeah.
we have 3 kicks.
We have 2 corroded kicks.
Yeah.
And 1 kick chopper edition.
That has been kicked.
They managed to hit the motorcycle. The car hit the motor scooter exactly in the right place to bend no other part of the scooter except for to move the handlebars 6 inches closer to your penis, which gives it this weird chopper riding feel.
Slammed.
It's slammed, right?
If you've ever
And-
seen pictures of the Indonesian kids riding these freaking slammed out chopper
And if you
Vespas,
put the
it's
side stand down, the bike falls over on the other side.
Oh, good.
Because of the way that it's now, the frame has been altered. So if you put the side stand down, it doesn't stand on its side stand anymore.
That's good.
But it does require a lot more energy to make the handlebars go from the left side to the right side due to their aggressive angle.
Well, that's if you go fast enough. That's just the steering dampener.
Yeah, it's traded its rake for its trail.
There you go.
Get you to a ratchet
It's
strap.
got a little wedge to it.
It does have a lot of wedge to it.
Make sure you're going on a left oval on that fucker.
and it's just all the pieces. You can see where the car forcibly entered the scooter. It's just every fucking piece of plastic.
When in court, they were like, "Show me where."
Oh yeah, there's like there's like a
Don't you
license
try
plate.
to lie and say the scooter backed up into you. No, sir, that's not going to work. It's like the guy was sitting at a red light and the car in front of him got super scared and backed up in a hurry.
Oh no.
Because that's the impact pattern. The impact pattern is that the car bumper hit about 3 inches below the headlight. And so from 3 inches below the headlight down is sheer devastation. But the wheel's still straight, and it is remarkably bent. Whoever was the operator of this vehicle had the balls to sit on it and hold the front wheel perfectly straight while everything bent. Because you'd think you'd unask the AO, right?
Yeah.
You'd think you'd abandon ship. You
is-
see a 4,000-pound vehicle backing up to you, because I mean those, whatever, but it wasn't. She just ran straight in the back of a car.
Well, while it's totally foreshadowing,
Yeah.
I had the only Shadow 750 I've ever owned.
Yeah.
Was exactly the same way.
Oh,
And
it was bent?
I wrote it like that because the front fork tubes or the front tubes had been pushed against the head, but it tracked perfectly true.
So it was straight,
Correct.
but it was kicked
It had
out.
like a 3-inch rake. I rode it from New Orleans to Pensacola
And it
back,
didn't
and
fail.
it was fine. It was perfectly fine the whole way.
Damn. Well, see, there you go. So it turns out next week on the 21st of March,
Tickets are sold out, BT dubs, for the Moto Go Bringing Back Shop Class benefit at the Crawford Auto Museum and Ohio Historical Society. And why this is interesting is they're raffling off not one, but 2 motorcycles. And the first motorcycle in question is the Bad News Bears Harley-Davidson Z90. If you were a kid and you watched the movie Bad News Bears, go get your prostate checked. It's that time.
Yes.
You're old now, right? Get a colonoscopy. But if you did watch that movie, then you will remember a blue Harley-Davidson being ripped around by an actor named Jackie Earl Haley, who later became, what was it?
Rorschach.
Rorschach in The Watchmen. And he's... I think his acting credits are like 100 cowboy movies.
Oh, he's had a brilliant career. Like
Absolutely brilliant
He's
career.
been in a million things.
Yep. So this is a one-of-a-kind collector's piece with direct ties to the movie, meticulously restored and detailed by Cubby Gasser. The Z90 has been brought back to near museum quality condition. And yes, you can own this. You can literally be the owner of this motorcycle if you buy a ticket, and you can buy the ticket online, guys, at home. Seriously, you need to be buying the ticket for this motorcycle because the raffle ticket, they're only selling 200 of them.
Yep.
There's only 2. Now, if you could win a lottery and there was 200 tickets sold, you might buy a fucking lottery ticket. The idea that you're going to be able to buy this ticket, there's $100 per ticket. There are only 200 tickets being sold. They've only sold 52 tickets. And the event happens on the 21st. They're drawing the ticket. So if you buy a ticket, and you buy a ticket, and I buy a ticket, well, that's only 55 tickets, and our odds are 1 in 55 of getting this sweet-ass little Harley-Davidson, right? I think that's worth buying a ticket. I think that's really a great. I mean, did you show a picture of that bike? Did you throw it up there?
Yeah, right there. I got it. I'll make it bigger here.
It's a cool bike, man.
And this is the AMF Harley Aramaki years.
Yeah,
so
this is a 90cc.
90cc two-stroke.
This looks like a KU100 rebadged.
It sure does, but the carburetor's on the outside.
They're super cool.
Yeah, it's a neat little bike. And then the idea too of just the Bad News Bear movie, which is great, and you can.
Who didn't want to be Kelly?
He was like the cool guy.
He was the cool guy back then.
Well, Tanner, but yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah. No, Kelly was the cool guy. He was too cool for school.
Right.
Smoking the cigarettes, doing the burnouts.
Right.
Yeah. That was it.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. He was the bad influence. Yeah. He was the burnout character. Yeah. Right. But super fucking great. I mean, great bike, great opportunity. And he signed it right on the top of the gas tank. So that's cool. What a cool thing to be able to spend your money on. So that's cool. So I'm going to buy a couple of tickets for that thing. And then a 2001 Shadow ACE if you're nasty, right? V-twin motorcycle, 2001, apparently just in absolutely fine fettle.
This is before Honda fell.
Well, this is with this bizarro, chrome illusion /
Well, they actually had the
gas tank.
Had the Eagle air cleaner covers you could get for these.
Yes. Oh, yeah. These were trying real hard.
This is the exact same bike I was just talking about that had been smashed perfectly.
This motorcycle has recently received a full service, including new tires, complete fluid changes, and a thorough inspection. It needs nothing and is ready to ride either across country or take it for an afternoon cruise through the metro parks. The bike is equipped with saddlebags and a detachable windshield. Its low seat height makes it accessible to riders of all experience levels and improves low-speed handling and parking lot maneuverability. The 750cc engine, the power is manageable for newer riders and still being strong enough that it won't quickly be outgrown. Great. Not only do you get the motorcycle, but they give you free delivery within 300 miles of the city of Cleveland.
Wow.
So
what? Are you fucking kidding me?
So if somebody didn't know what Moto Go was and they're listening and they might not be from town here.
Maybe just go to www.motogo.com. Check that up because Moto Go is a place that trains students. And we're talking about from the little kids up to the teenagery kids on visible V8 motors, Honda CB350s, the whole idea with MotoGo is bringing back shop class. Shop class went away in a lot of school districts a long time ago, and the kids don't have any experience holding a wrench and knowing the open end from the box end. But more important, as Brian has said when we had him on this very show, we're teaching kids how to fail. We're teaching kids it's okay to suck at something the first 100 times you do it, right?
Now I may be wrong,
Yeah.
but I thought I read something about a sip and build class where they're taking older people like us who want to come in and have wine and rebuild engines.
Well, that's just fucking amazing. I
It's
don't know
a
why they
good
haven't done
idea.
that. Moto Go for the olds?
Exactly.
I think
And then
that's a
don't
great
forget,
idea.
Steve Noble still does his classes,
Right.
and since Skidmark's closing, he's going to move his stuff upstairs to
Yeah.
MotoGo area. So
So
Absolutely.
that seems like a perfectly good idea.
Well, here's the trick with this particular Honda Shadow ACE 750. I'm going to give you the deets, and you can tell me if you can figure out the scam. Are you ready? The tickets to win the Honda Shadow ACE 750 are $50 a ticket. They've sold 0 tickets. So if you buy a ticket, I'd say your odds are pretty good.
They've sold one.
They have?
Yes.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Oh,
I just bought it.
You just bought.
Hey, if nobody's in the game, I'm going to win it.
Well, there you go. All right. So yeah, that's a pretty solid move.
Yeah.
I think buying a ticket for the Honda Shadow Ace 750
I'll take a 750 for 50
for 50 whole
bucks.
dollars.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, that's pretty cool.
I got a question for you.
Yes, go ahead.
Have you ever ridden a really fast motorcycle?
I have ridden a couple of pretty fast motorcycles.
Have you ever ridden a bomb?
I have never actually ridden a bomb.
I know a guy who rides a bomb.
Yeah, I've saw the video, and I'm going to tell you what. If he can't make it on the podcast, I hope his balls do,
Yeah.
because that, I think, is the real story.
Are you getting slim pickings?
No. So next week, everybody that's listening, this is pretty cool.
Yeah.
The Force of Nature steam rocket bike. And when we say rocket bike, this thing does the 1/8 mile in 3.5 seconds and the 1/4 mile in 5.2 seconds, I believe. And it does this with steam. So the
Yeah.
dude is literally riding a bomb, and he is joining us next week from England
Right.
on the podcast.
You can throw this picture up.
What the fuck?
This is in Thrust We Trust, right? This is crazy. If you told me this is powered by a JTOW rocket, if you told me this is one of Paul Kohler's buzz bomb engines or this kind of thing, I'd be like, yeah, that seems excessive.
Yeah, but no, this is
But
Graham
the fact that
Sykes.
it's made of steam,
Yes.
right? And I have a lot of fear of steam.
I have a lot of questions.
Well, good, because you're going to be asking him.
Oh,
them.
we are.
yeah.
And so I'm so excited about this. And here's the thing. He's pretty stoked about it.
Right.
Because he's listened to the cast a couple
Okay.
times.
Yeah.
And so I was like, because he's coming to us. It's going to be midnight his time.
Oh yeah, good.
And he's down. He doesn't
Yeah.
care. He's going to have a good time with it.
This guy's got to be just a 100% full on nutter. There's no other way. If you are going to strap yourself to 20,000 psi
Listen, we've
and
come
be
up.
like, okay, this opens the valve.
We've come up with a lot. This whole
Yeah.
table here, between all of us, have come up with a lot of weird, stupid, and slightly dangerous ideas.
Yeah.
But I want to know how that came about. Like, was it in a bar one day? Like, hey, what if we took a tank of really compressed gas and you sat on it? Like,
I just want to know how he's heating it up. I mean, is the boiler? There's a
That's what I
boiler.
There
I
are
mean,
questions.
or does it
Yeah.
get heated
here,
up?
your
and then
voice is better. Here's
We
a
have-
little overview.
We have
you
questions.
want me to? Oh,
Yeah, you gonna read it?
Yeah, here we
I
go.
read.
Here's a
Okay.
little overview.
On air read.
Force of Nature is a steam-powered rocket motorcycle built for drag racing, record-breaking exhibitions, and events. It uses the latent energy of superheated pressurized water released through delaval nozzles, where it turns to steam and creates the thrust to propel the bike forward. Keep going.
Yeah.
So it's
Okay.
not going through a transmission. It is just in Thrust We Trust.
Yeah.
The design brief was to create a rocket bike like no other build quality to rival the best, as well as unique green credentials. So it's green. It's
It
no
appears
carbon
to have
emitting.
center hub steering if there's steering at all.
No proprietary motorcycle parts will be used unless they were deemed unimprovable. The idea was to build a steam-powered rocket bike with a potential speed of 200 plus miles per hour, which had never been achieved before. Chief designer and engineer Graham Sykes has been involved in straight-line motorcycles since 1979. Graham has worked on many prestigious projects, including 6 years as a race engineer for Vauxhall's championship-winning British and European touring car team, engineer and key team member for the Firestorm jet-powered dragster, so that's probably where he got his start in jet-powered stuff like that, and is currently part of the engineering team working on the 52 Express, a world land speed record motorcycle.
This is going to be a really fun podcast, man.
This dude's got it.
Tune in next week.
Yeah,
when you're going to hear
fun stuff. Yeah.
So get questions ready, guys.
So there's his other car. So there's his other car.
Yeah, that's the jet one.
That's not Steam.
Oh, that's not steam. Or for this, that's some angry steam.
It's angry steam.
You could park the bike behind the car and let him fight it out.
Yeah.
You use the car to heat up the bike. That's how you you make the steam power from the car.
Oh, you heat the water.
Heat the boiler from the car.
Yeah. The Firestorm dragster is just a vessel that you use to heat up the water for the Force of Nature motorcycle.
Yeah.
Right. So it's a circle, man. It's a circle. It's a loop.
Everything circles.
Everything circles these days. Yeah.
I wonder,
Circles, man.
no, I was thinking like,
Actually, I should contact
is
JT.
highly pressurized water turn immediately to steam when you
Yes.
release the pressure?
Well, I mean,
maybe
I don't think so.
Well, that's not steam.
No, it has to be heated.
it has to be
Can't be
heated,
steam
right?
without heat.
See, these are.
I'm trying
Or
to
would the
figure-
pressure coming through the nozzle cause the heat?
I believe
I think that's condensation.
for every pound of
You can't pressurize water.
correct.
Oh, right.
Duh. So I'm
the air
just
in
trying to.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, we're just
hydraulics,
assuming that it's heat because it's steam.
These, of course, are questions you need to write down for later.
But maybe it's a mix of high pressurized air with some water that mixes or something. You know what I mean? We need to look up the DeLaval nozzle.
We should do some research.
Schnozzle.
Yeah, we got to do a little research.
Yeah,
because this guy's gonna be way too cool.
Right.
he is going to be way too cool.
And I spent many Saturday mornings at 3 a.m. watching rally
Sleepy's
cars.
going to be fangirling, and he's
And
gonna be
apparently
like,
the lines cross at about 1400 psi. So like that's where we're
Maybe
dealing with
it's air and
the
water.
evaporation and liquid get real friendly and just shit from there ramps up real fast.
Yeah, I don't think it's a boiler. I don't think it's actually hot.
Well,
I think it's pressurized air and water
yeah.
mixing.
Yeah, I think that it's probably starting off hot. You get your energy from steam is when steam is no longer just hot water. You know, there's
steam-
hot water heating systems and there's steam heating systems.
And steam, when water expands into steam, it expands 1,700 times.
Right,
So
exactly.
1 gallon of water expands into 1,700 gallons of steam.
Of steam. Yep. Yeah, and that's that expansion going out the back hole
Correct.
that makes things go forward.
Correct.
Yeehaw!
I did-
Sounds amazing.
Equal and opposite reaction.
Yes. What's interesting is just from speaking with him, messaging back and
Right.
forth and stuff. People always are like, guys like this have to be crazy. No, these guys are meticulous.
No, of
he
cous. Yeah.
It's really cool.
your math has to be right.
Yeah, when you're
Or
strapping
people
yourself
die.
to a bomb. Yeah.
Or you're going to die.
Right. Well, you'll be the first at the scene.
Right.
That's it. Yeah. Everyone else, though.
Here's something else could be going on.
Yeah.
If that water in the tank is superheated,
Right.
which I don't know how you would get it that hot, but like a radiator in a car, you have a 15-pound radiator cap. So I believe each pound of pressure on a radiator cap raises the boiling temperature 3 degrees.
Yeah, something like that.
So
yeah.
when you release the water through that valve, it instantly turns to steam, which would also create some thrust. But it seems like the tank would have to be really
The
large.
number we came up with was this is pretty interesting. It has a working pressure of 40 bar, 580 psi. It's 100 liters of water, heated to 250 degrees science.
Okay, so there you're already
Right.
38 degrees above.
Yep. The system has
boiling
been
point.
tested to 1176 to 1200 psi.
So I wonder if they heat it on board. The bike can heat it itself, or they have to
I
heat
bet
it.
you it can.
They have to heat it up and then roll it out on the track and let it
I
loose.
wonder if the elements aren't there and they just have to plug it in.
Something like that.
250 Celsius?
250 science, yes. 250 Celsius.
Celsius.
Yes.
I feel like we're
Because once you have a tank of water at 250 degrees, it's going to hang there for a while, especially if there's any kind of insulation.
I feel like
So you could have a generator that's running heating elements that heats it up, and then you unplug it, take it out, and blast it.
Right. The 250 degrees science is 480 degrees Fahrenheit.
That's hot.
So 250, because, yeah.
No, it's 2.5 times the boiling point.
I bet you he'd get a blister if it popped.
Yeah. Let me check it. 9/5.
That's scary.
Plus 32. That should be 482, isn't it? Yeah. 482. Yeah.
Okay, so 500, call it 500?
Yeah, 200 degrees centigrade is 482. Yeah. So, yeah, that's I'm gonna type it in. What the hell? We'll see.
You said 250.
250 degrees centigrade. I'm gonna do it to Fahrenheit. Well, no, it's just simple. Let me tell you. I think it's 482. It's 482. Yeah. It's 482. Yeah.
Okay, it's hot.
It's hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really hot.
Well, yeah.
Officially hot.
Really fucking hot.
Yeah.
482 degrees. Yeah.
That's 4 times a hot tub.
Yeah, that's 2.5 times boiling.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. It's 2.5 times boiling. Yeah.
I measure things in hot tub. All right. I don't fucking know where that came from, but
Yeah.
all right, I'll roll with it.
Yeah, I get that. I totally dig it. Yeah, it's a lot of fucking power. And
You do not want to slide off that bike and end up back behind it.
no part of it.
I didn't think about that. Or, well, I guess it's probably the thrust is coming out fast enough that if you did have an issue,
Yeah.
it's probably gone by the time you're having your issue.
Yeah, it says
right?
quarter mile in 5 seconds. Yeah.
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 Oh, I wasn't kidding.
No, it's crazy.
3.45 for an eighth.
And like,
Is that the street value?
so I guess we're basically saying that it's external combustion engine.
No, it's zero combustion.
It's zero combustion engine.
combustion.
It's just a giant release of pressure.
It's green friendly.
Yeah. Wow.
Zero emissions.
It's like a 15-year-old boy after band camp.
Now, my question is what if the track was angled at like a 55 degree? Like, how far could he do the Snake River Canyon?
They converted a lot of our carriers from steam catapults to electric catapults, and they're converting them back now because the steam shit worked better.
Oh, I'm sure.
Right? So, steam.
Yeah, that's a good point, though. Could it jump the Snake River? Because that's exactly what Evil Knievel tried to do.
Was his steam powered?
Yeah.
He was trying, but it was not
steam-powered
that.
rocket?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I
Oh
bet you
my God.
he could recreate the Snake River fucking jump and do it. Not even perish.
So I wondered if Evil Knievel...
He's got big balls, but let's not lose this guy to the Snake River.
My God,
At least
man.
not till after next Thursday. Then we, no.
Well, the whole thing, I remember as a kid watching that whole thing, and it's like the thing barely cleared the launch ramp, if you want to call it a ramp, and the parachute was already out.
Yeah.
So like the jet cycle, the rocket cycle took off, and the parachute was like, have fun with that.
That was on purpose. It was like, okay, there's no way this thing's going to make it.
Yeah.
The parachute was like, at least I'm going to live.
At least, we just want him to be able to do a safe parachute landing.
It'll be
So
the
let's
world's,
tie a tether on that.
it'll be the world's shortest rocket
Wait,
trip.
Check the contract. Okay, malfunctions? No, we're good. We're good. Malfunctions are okay.
Parachute filled up with steam like a little kid's dirty diaper.
Still the coolest guy in
Where's
the
the
world.
parachute go?
Yeah.
Behind it.
Yeah.
Where's the steam go? Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Engineering 1. Where's the super hot steamy shit?
But let's be realistic. Back then, they were like, how big should we build the jump? And he went, about there.
Yeah, right.
Oh, wait.
How long's
Sorry. There.
How long's the ramp got to be? What's the longest rail you've ever done? Okay, fair enough. We're going to set 2 records.
Right.
Sold.
Yeah. Whoa, man.
All right. We got that to look forward to.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm
pumped.
excited
I didn't
about
know
that.
about the rally car thing. Now I'm double pumped. Like, that's...
Well, I was going
Holy
to say
shit.
these are all questions that need to be jotted down
These are
on your notebook.
Excellent questions.
Well, and that's
I hope you remember some of them.
those are some fucking credentials.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
I'm a little
Absolutely.
intimidated to be around him.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
We'll translate for you.
If
Thank
you
you.
can, if you can pixelate the face and fake the voice, I can probably get our engineer on this.
Ah, yes. Just so everybody knows, I want to make sure that everyone understands that sometimes the things we say on this podcast are more than just liquor-addled rants of a fucking, misspent youth. Sometimes. Despite an AI-driven mobility IP portfolio valued at $171.4 million. Despite that, despite tens of hopeless investors, it has been announced that Damon Electric Motorcycles is pushing up the daisies. They are ceasing to exist.
Another one bites the dust.
There you go. That happened. And, we talked about this a while ago. We're like, we're just not going to talk about these guys. We're not going to talk about, electric motorcycle companies that come out in the form of vaporware, This is a lot of people and a lot of investors, and it's not. It's done. It's officially over. And I found not a single thing to suggest that anyone is getting a nickel back.
Ooh.
That
nobody wants a nickel back.
Nobody's
for sure.
The phone's not being answered. Yeah, nobody wants. Yeah. So apparently, Damon Motorcycles is officially announced that they're insolvent.
I just did not see that coming.
Yeah. The term that we have is, apparently I've not heard this term used as a financial term before, but extreme distress. Again, that full diaper you were talking about earlier might be exactly what we're talking about.
Well, what they need is Harley's lobbyists.
No, I like this better. This tactic better. The CEO, the CFO, and the board members have all resigned. Can't hit what's not there, motherfucker.
Well, I mean, after writing yourself a very large check, the first thing you want to do is get the hell out.
They took one of the Cleveland Moto meetings out there in Cancun for like about 2 months.
Right.
Straight,
Yeah.
and then they were like, we got to quit now.
One, I didn't know they had stock. It's been delisted. And it says, due to a lack of market-ready bikes. No, you're fucking kidding me. Really? Oh, all right.
Were there ever any in the wild? Did they only have, or like, did anybody ever get one?
There's a rebadge
Despite
Chiron.
announcing $100 million of motorcycle reservations, that's money they took, the company has failed to deliver its electric motorcycles with only the prototypes existing.
I knew it.
Yeah.
100 million.
Yeah.
It's like
The company's stock price plummeted below 1 penny in May of 2025, leading to delisting from the NASDAQ. Yeah. So you're fucked.
You know what I think how most of these motorcycle companies, you want to see the lifespan? Mm-hmm. It's like, dude, what?
Yeah.
We should start a motorcycle company.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Right.
Where do you get money? Hey, he's got a lot of coke. He's got money. So they get it. Then they
Yeah.
all do coke. And then it just goes broke.
Money all goes away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is,
Yep.
do Coke go broke?
Well, yeah. It does say that. And again, when somebody tells you who they are, listen, because it does say the company has missed multiple production timelines since 2020. You've been missing timelines for 5-6 years.
Yeah.
Do you know?
You're probably not going to happen.
Do you know anybody that can weld together a motorcycle frame?
Yeah. Wow. So it's gone. Well, at least everybody was getting a paycheck is gone.
Well, if they
Right.
only had the prototypes, what if they crack one open and it's just a zero?
Well, that would- well, as you said, the company that was doing the Verge Motorcycle Company that was at CES with their high-tech new battery technology that was just empty cases.
Oh, but
Yeah.
somebody did. So they put out solid-state batteries. Donut Batteries did it.
Did they really?
Yeah, if you look it up, but it's disappointing because they promised like whatever watt hours, and
Right.
it was about like 3/5 of what they said.
Oh.
But there's some guy testing them. It's
Really?
Yeah, it's a channel on YouTube. But he said
Okay.
I tested the untestable.
Oh, it's the one that says this isn't good.
yeah, that's
that one.
it.
Okay.
There you go.
Check. Got it.
Do you have it pulled up?
Yeah.
There, just
I'm not going to play
no,
it.
not
'cause-
play it, but like
no.
this the cover of it because
Oh,
it's
okay.
worthwhile.
Turns out it was one of those little dried donut gems, not like a
yeah, let's see.
not like a big juicy
Ah,
donut.
shit. It just starts
So it just
playing
starts-
it.
So
Yeah, it just starts playing it.
we
I'll see
took
if I.
$100 million and we couldn't produce one Rebel 250.
Yeah. Well, no, here's the thing I want to remind people of. this is where, if we're going to fuck you over, I want to be careful. I don't want to say something about somebody that's not true.
Right.
Okay?
100%.
So here's the fact. The fact is they did build an electric motorcycle.
A nice mode, too.
Okay? And the fact is they will sell you an electric motorcycle. But they're using that electrical motorcycle as a proof of concept for things that are not in that electric motorcycle. Okay? Mm-hmm. So they're saying, we built this electric motorcycle using existing technology, but that is the hook to prove that's used to validate our company for the thing that's coming that is not proven technology at this point and is a wish sandwich. You know, it's where you have two pieces of bread and wish you had some meat. So I promise that the particulars of this battery technology, when somebody says, you know, okay, I'm just looking at Google and it says, this isn't good, not what I expected, right? So that's great. But they said that it retained, after 10 days, the battery retained 97% of its charge. Oh, it only lost 3% of its charge in 10 days.
It was supposed to be 10 years with 1%?
Yes,
I think so.
it's what they advertised. And it said it performed slightly worse than mature NMC cells. Ooh. That's a bad thing, is when you're performing worse than things I can already buy on Temu. That doesn't suggest that you have really awesome performance in your battery when the thing that costs more performs less than something that if it showed up in my remote control airplane or helicopter and it had NMC batteries in it, I'd be like, well, this is outdated already. This sucks dick. Mm-hmm. Right? So anyway, there is a website called, I'm just saying it because it's fun. The website's called idon'tbelieve.com. And they're doing actual third-party testing of the products that are being put out there as being awesome. And this is my thing. We're talking about, it's a controversial leap. It's the reason people are talking about it is because it is impossible, right? If we said right now, Cleveland Moto is going to start selling you a perpetual energy machine.
I am going to have a cold fusion powered motorcycle next week.
Yes.
All I need is $1 billion.
Yes. Yeah, that's it. So not necessarily, you know, and you're not testing, by the way, I got to say, they're not testing the motorcycle. Mm-mm. They're testing a battery the size of a credit card.
Correct. Mm-hmm.
So the entire future of this company and the claims that they've made on every motorcycle podcast that would have them and every nerd podcast that would have them, we're all expecting a $40,000 or $50,000 motorcycle that's going to have impossible charge times. Like the battery can charge to 80% in 10 minutes. Right. Well, what they're testing isn't the motorcycle. This isn't the proof of concept of the motorcycle. Nope. This is the proof of concept of a credit card size battery.
I am going to build a motorcycle, which is nothing but a Tesla blade.
Yes.
And a motor and two handlebars and a handlebar and two wheels.
Yes.
Because that's going to give me 300 miles.
Well, let me ask you this though. So what would be the end game? So if they don't, I mean, okay, we know that they don't have it right now, right? So they push this out there. What is their end game? Because all it's going to do right now, they look dumb, right? Like they're already losing credibility by the second.
They had to do something, right? So they had to produce something because after they did their dog and pony show, if they did the circuit of CES and all the electronic shows and the motorcycle show and everything else, and they're out there pulling in as much investment capital as they can get, bringing in as much money, somebody eventually went, well, can you show us a blurry picture of it, right? And at the CES show, they took a lot of hits because somebody at the CES show went, oh, this is your new battery. This is the solid state battery. And every nerd there, you know, had a crisis in his pants and ran over and said, I need to see the solid state battery because I'm working over at Toyota now for the past 2 years and we can't seem to do it. So I'm running over to see what you got. They grab the case and it's empty. There's nothing in it.
Yeah.
And that's kind of a, somebody's got no clothes, right?
Right.
So that situation cost them a lot of credibility. And I think they had to come up with something. So here they have a battery they've released and people have done tests on it. And apparently it's not kind of doing as great as they thought it would. So that's, and if you're checking idle state, like, okay, charge a battery and then don't put any drain on it. Just literally let it sit in its idle state. And what they're saying is it's losing 3% after 10 days. Well, okay, let's do some simple math. That means in 30 days, your motorcycle's battery will be dead. And I'm not okay with that, right? So I'm sorry, 10 days. Yeah, we'll extrapolate that.
Whatever.
Right, exactly. So right now, zero motorcycle batteries last longer than that. So something that's already an existing technology that you can buy lasts longer than that. It doesn't just decharge that much that fast. So again, I'm only going to shit lightly on them because they made such grandiose claims and they talked to us in the booth like we were a bunch of fucking idiots that were like, well, and the model we're going to come out with a week after that is going to hover, right? But their claim to this range and the claim to the power and the claim to the recharge time was all so impossible that you'd be like, if this were true, this would change the entire automobile industry.
Correct.
Nobody would want a gasoline-powered car anymore
It's like
because
a perpetual motion machine, right?
it is. It is.
Well, GM had GM's EV1 was a solid state battery.
Yes.
And the reason why they didn't continue with it is because, well, they got paid for it. But the solid state battery in 98 was not up to the snuff.
Correct.
And they have not improved on that technology
It took
since.
40 hours to charge it.
Correct.
And that's not great.
And the best
Right.
we've gotten so far is graphene, and graphene still can't do the thing.
Yeah.
Because graphene's still too fragile.
Right. I just at this point say that if they did an 80% charge in 10 minutes, right? There's just that would set the entire automotive world completely on its ear.
As much as I like to shit on Tesla, because we're even talking about Cybertruck's rusting in the chat right now. If it worked, Tesla would have it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing they need to go to the next level.
It would be called like the Tesla something else.
It doesn't matter. Tesla would adopt this technology if it worked.
Yes, of course they would.
Because they need that.
Right now, Lucid Air, I just looked it up. So Lucid Air's Grand Touring Sapphire claims 200 to 300 miles of charging in 20 minutes. That's what they're claiming if you have the 400 kilowatt fast charger. Now, those are not, you're not going to see one of those. That's not the kind of thing that exists. So when you see, 1,000 kilowatt charger out there in the world, that's going to be, okay, we know there's product there that can use it, but there is not anything there even close to that right now. Yeah. So the Porsche Taycan on 800 volt architecture can charge about 150 miles in 10 minutes. Okay. So that's pretty fucking impressive. That's pretty cool.
But you're paying for it.
You got to beat those numbers.
Yeah.
So Donut's got to beat those numbers. That's where the technology is right now. And they got to beat that.
And
we told the guy we'd only ride him if they had the new batteries.
Yeah.
Well, and this is the point, is he's got something out there right now that has existing...
We have no interest in that.
Existing motor technology, existing battery technology, and it's giving you zero-ish performance, right? It's giving you performance consistent with a zero. The downside is a zero can be had for $20,000 for the top of the range zero, and this one with less range and less power and less speed costs twice as much money.
Yep.
So as long as this thing costs $37,000 and a really nicely appointed zero with all the bells and whistles is $20,000, well, nobody's going to buy it because it costs twice as much money.
Right.
Right.
And look, I am a huge proponent of electric motorcycles, primarily because I do 5 miles a day at best. But you have torque at zero.
Yeah.
You have torque off idle go.
Yeah.
And you cannot get any performance better than that out of any motorcycle in the market.
Correct. Yeah. Today we had a customer bring in a zero, and I got to ride the zero around today. It's an SRS.
The SRF. Yeah.
And it is fucking amazing. It is amazing. It's great. But I'm going to say all of those things, and I don't want one.
Yeah.
I don't want one.
I walk past.
It doesn't scratch the itch.
I walk past the dual sport you've got on consignment right now.
Yeah.
And I look at it and I go, I really, really want to love this bike. And I love it. I love the way it looks.
I love the way it looks.
I love the way it handles. I love the way it performs. And I hate everything involved around the negatives in that bike.
I totally
And that's
agree.
the reason why you don't sell them anymore is because all of the things that stacked against it.
It can be all the things that it is, and it is amazing. The point is the customers weren't there to buy it. If the customers aren't there to buy it, all that isn't worth talking about. So, yep. So bye-bye yet another electric motorcycle company. I did lie. They're not $37,000. The starting price for their base model is $30K, and it's $45,000 for the, I love the aptly named TS Ultra. Mm-hmm. Yes. So that's
the one
good.
that doesn't exist yet because it's
It's
supposed to have 317 miles.
You know, that's one of those things, man. Yep. So here we are. But as long as people are willing to write, news stories about how Verge fixed the two biggest electric motorcycle problems at one single time, they're going to get investment capital. And that's where I got to say, be careful, because Damon didn't just go out of business. They took $171 million with them. Right? So they didn't have that money when they started it.
And nobody goes to jail, huh?
When they showed up, Damon didn't show up with $171 million. They got that money because the first link on their website says investors, right? Oof. And how can you be a part of this amazing motor vehicle phenomena, right? I can tell you, there's a lot of people out there asking for money right now, and I would be careful. Yeah. I'd be real careful.
Right on.
Okay. Yeah, that's that. A slight aside, if you are considering doing any big events this year and you want to make sure we know about it, send it to clevelandmoto@gmail.com. Let us know what events you're doing. I just found out that there's a Lambretta rally in Kentucky, down in those beautiful, beautiful riding roads of Kentucky. And that's going to be June 11th through 14th weekend. So if you're a vintage motorcycle and vintage motor scooter enthusiast, that's a place to go if you want to see some really cool shit. There's our band camp. I know people have been talking to me on the chat about wanting to go to band camp.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely, that's going to be the following weekend. So that's going to be like the weekend of the 20th for June. And the theme this year is Stranger Things.
Yeah.
So if you're into that,
You said June 20th?
I believe that's
I
band
thought it was the
camp.
week after.
It's usually
Father's Day weekend.
Father's Day weekend,
But I
exactly.
think it's the week after.
Okay, let's
but
find out.
I
Yeah.
could be wrong.
That-
Yeah, it's
No,
it's
that's-
a week after Father's Day this year. They moved it back.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Let's find out. Yeah. So yeah, June 25th is the Thursday night. And by the way, if you want to camp there Thursday night, you do have to contact them ahead of time. Don't just show up on Thursday. Otherwise, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yep.
Cool.
That's the way that one does. And that's a good one. If you've never done a scooter rally before, it's a good scooter rally to start with. It's a lot of fun. Pretty much open to anybody who wants to show up. Just make sure you register ahead of time. Give them your money. Do not show up at the gate expecting to give somebody money and be led into the event. They will not do it. You have to be pre-registered. You can find them by going to Facebook and just typing in Scooter Rally Band Camp. It'll get you there. Yep. And that's it is confirmed June 25th through June 28th if you want to participate in that.
That's a
had
good
some
one.
people, had some of our podcast people listening, asking about that one. So that's pretty good, pretty legit. Anybody else got anything else?
Well, I'll just say this. If you're going to band camp or to Mid-Ohio and you're coming from the southwest corner of the state, you'll be going by our newly ready-to-open Buc-ee's.
What?
Ohio's getting their first
Let's
Buc-ee's.
get bucked up.
Oh, really?
And even,
Up, brisket on the board.
even more exciting is they've announced a new location that's going to go under construction, and it's going to be very near Mid-Ohio. So
that's
gonna be
probably a good
It's
idea.
going to be in Mansfield.
Yeah.
Where 39 intersects 71.
They need
down
to get
there.
that shit together by Mid-Ohio, man.
No, they said it's going to be open by like 2029 or something.
Oh,
Or maybe they said 2027.
I need a big bucking brisket sandwich.
A big bucket. Thanks to Glenn Forgy, who, by the way, moved his Patreon membership from Identify as a Fan, which is like $1, right? He moved up to the hotline member.
Oh, wow.
So he gets the jokes and all the good shit. Glenn Forgy, thank you. And we also had Kyle Dunbar, who just walked in, kicked the door in and became a hotline member. Nice. So that's fucking cool. So that's two dudes, just boom, just like that.
We should have a
Showed up.
Hotline Day podcast because we can have them call into the.
Yeah, they can call in. They can.
Yeah.
You can participate in the show if you want to participate in the show. If you want to do it, obviously, if you have some good commentary in the chat, one of our guys will read it. I don't look at the chat while we're doing the show because I have other things to work on. But please do, if you feel like you'd like to buy us a beer, or buy us a coffee, the way that you do that is you just go to the Patreon.
Well, and
and
don't
it's called
forget-
Cleveland Moto. You can do that.
We do bring a lot of shit with us when we go places.
Oh yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. Yeah,
you
we
get to
show.
enjoy our
We
shit.
leave a lot lighter than we show up.
Yeah.
yeah.
I
I
think-
promise. We leave, and I have made a little bit of forward momentum on the bounce house. Yeah, I've done a little more research.
Oh, yeah.
I've discovered that a couple of those ones we looked at have 1-star ratings.
Ooh, never want those.
People spending real money and very unhappy with it.
Chris Peters in the UK over there says we fucked him, and now he's looking at him because he wants an Irish pub, and he's in England.
And he's in England. If he just waits around long enough, one will just pop up, right?
That's what I was
They're
thinking.
just littered around the place there. It's fucking hell. I mean, look, I looked at it again sober, and it still looked like a good idea.
It did.
So it's dangerous when an idea looks good drunk and good sober.
sober, yeah.
That's dangerous. Yeah. And the square footage seems right.
And it seems functional.
The gross tonnage seems right. Yeah. Yeah. I haven't figured out though whether it has a superstructure. Like there's been I contacted the one manufacturer, and so we're gonna wait for that to get translated into Mandarin, and then they'll probably let me know whether or not it has a superstructure inside.
Okay.
Because I couldn't figure out whether it was just air self-supported, like
I'm
a
a
bounce
fan.
house.
I just want this thing to be like, roll it out, turn on the blowers,
and walk away. Yeah, that's it. That's what I want. Like we may have to add in a couple.
Party's over, turn off the blowers.
Pete might have to go get some SCBA tanks to just like the world's biggest CO2 canisters to inflate it.
That's no bullshit. We had this inflatable rescue boat, and we would just roll this thing out on the beach, and we had an adapter. You could release the air from the thing, and it would blow this thing up, and you could go out and
That's fucking genius.
It was beautiful.
Because firemen keep those things everywhere, the tanks and the boats.
Yeah, we have
right?
spare tanks on the rigs.
Yeah.
And the boat would roll up small enough that you could keep it in one of the compartments on the rig.
That's genius.
What do you see? I'm trying to get the money together, but I'm trying to buy a Thayer camper. So it's for a truck bed, and it's like certain paddleboard material.
Oh, yeah.
You inflate it, and you have a
it's
bed
foam.
camper.
Right.
But it's hard.
Yeah.
You can drive with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I've seen
everything.
those, yeah.
And it's awesome because then you just pack it down in a box, not like a thing that you have to stick out in your backyard or something.
all right.
You can sleep 6 people in this fucking thing.
Whoa.
In the bed of your truck.
Yeah, because it has an upper thing that goes up and over, and on the sides it hangs.
And it's
over
all
on the-
inflatable.
Yeah, but it's like that
Yeah.
paddleboard material.
Yeah,
that
it's like
stuff that's hard
yeah,
as shit.
yeah,
when
it's
you do it.
really good mattress
And it's
material,
made
yeah.
so you can do it in the winter because it's thick, so it keeps the outside, and then it has things for the windows that come and seal it in.
Wow.
So in the winter it becomes like a little domicile,
That's crazy.
and it's not
actually-
super expensive. It's like $2,500, $2,800.
Read that more closely. It's sleeps 1 plus 5 inflatable girlfriends.
Oh, okay.
Sounds,
they assume-
sounds good to me.
They assume that anybody that buys this actually doesn't know anybody else. So yeah, it's
That's what we should get if we get like an inflatable like Irish pub. Get a bunch of inflatable girlfriends.
Oh, there'll have to be some inflatable patrons, I promise you.
Just throw them around in there.
I showed up the one year at Mid-Ohio with the 3 inflated dates, and I got the pink can of helium, but I didn't know that that's like party favor helium, right? Like that's the worst helium you can buy. It's the stuff that comes in the pink can. So the party store helium, when you inflate the inflated date with it, it won't fly under its own power. The best it'll do is it'll just wander around aimlessly on the ground, which is funny, but it's not the effect. You want to have it on a string above the bus, right?
I'm like going, and people think it's the Rapture.
Right. And then we did the sheep. So I inflated 2 of the sheeps, and the love sheep, which is cute. They're wearing garters and stuff and little sexy fishnets. Well, I inflated them, and the helium to sheep ratio was wrong. And so they would just stay on the ground. But the funny thing was you couldn't tip them over. So you'd tip the sheep over and it would just pop back up again because the helium. But neither the sheep or the low rent inflated girl was light enough that the helium would overpower it. So I need better helium. Now, I had the idea of taking them to the dollar store where they inflate the Mylar balloons that last for 6 months.
No, here you go. Just go to the welding gas store. You can buy a tank of helium at the welding gas store.
Well,
Like we've done it for like kids' birthday parties in the past.
You did?
Yeah, it's a smaller canister, and it was
Yeah.
like $14 or something. You know.
Oh.
You had to pay a deposit on the tank, but you bring the tank back at the end of the weekend, you get your deposit.
of course
back.
you do. If you're in, by the way, if you're doing things, do not get the little baby pink propane can from the party store. No. That shit is weak. How we know it was weak is after none of the things that flew away, we were like, okay, fuck it, party favors. And we're just huffing the shit. And we're doing whippets on it. And it barely made our voice go up. So we're like, okay, well, if your voice barely goes up, then it's not very good helium. Yeah. So
just go wherever you buy your welding gas, your oxygen.
Didn't even know that was an option.
Get some boron and be like, hey, how you doing? Isn't it boron or
It's
something?
nitrous
What's the one that
oxide.
makes you go down?
Nitrous oxide.
Well, no, nitrous makes you fish. That's what you eat.
Nitrous makes your voice go down to the James
Does it?
Earl Jones.
Okay, I don't
Absolutely.
remember.
Oh, this is so good.
Right, that's it.
I just thought that was in your head. I didn't know you actually.
Luke, I am your father.
Yeah, it's just like if you take a good strong blast of nitrous, you become James Earl Jones. You could hit all the notes.
I must have been taking way harder blasts of nitrous because I just wake up 5-10 minutes later.
You go for the balloons that don't float.
Yeah.
You're good to go.
You're supposed to breathe in between.
Right.
You never
Yeah,
been
he was
around.
experiencing hypoxia.
You've
That's
never
all
been
it was.
around a bunch of wooks, dude. They'll either steal your shit or get you fucked up to steal your shit. So come on.
Just don't pick $1 up off the
That's
ground.
right.
Yeah. That's for amateurs only. All right. Well, if that's it, nobody's got anything else, folks. Get us out of here, Johnny Mac. Ride fast and take chances.
Bum, 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 bum,
Eject, hit the red button, get us out of here, sleepy. Oh, that's funny. I noticed Matt.